What's with these Japanese like anime songs? And they're sort of sung with like a Japanese dialect almost, but in English. Obviously by an English singer. And they always like have these like really like, especially from Nintendo games, they have like these unique sort of like life advice, like helping people through their life and their death without saying it, you know, without being as blunt and stupid as I am. If you listen to the lyrics and you like actually visualize what the song's about outside of like the video game. I noticed that with the song that was at the end of Fire Emblem Three Houses, it was almost just like it sounded like an American artist, like a new girl. Like like by that I mean she like is hip with the times and she sounds almost like she could be a white girl rapper, but she was like singing a Japanese pop song almost. I don't know. It was actually not a bad song, but it just got me thinking like how all these games like try so hard to, especially these Japanese games, if you look closely, like they try to be very heartwarming and like was it wholesome and teach lessons, but they also always like got some cheesy shit and they always got like some dark shit of like some really scary death and like heartbeat crap. It's just interesting. I mean, a lot of music has that, but it's just, I noticed it in a lot of the world, that song right there, I don't know what it's called. The Spirit song from Smash Bros. Ultimate. The song at the beginning of Fire Emblem Engage was like that too, but it was like a male singer at that time. It's not my usual, obviously not my kind of normal, or my kind of music normally, but I do like the game, so I let my guard down and try to enjoy their goofy songs. Some of them ain't too bad, you know. I know I'm probably like dated at this point. Like I'm talking about Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is like a 5-year-old game. Fire Emblem Three Houses is getting older now too. And soon Fire Emblem Engage will be old. For anyone like over 25, like Fortnite and onwards, like all of that is new to us. You know what I mean? Like, I bet, like, the early days of Fortnite feel like some kid's childhood, and he's like a fucking 18-year-old guy with a beard all of a sudden, like a quick, mature dude. Grew up really fast. Kind of like my nephew, Mr. Deep Voice. It's like one year he was like completely a young kid, and then the next year they're fucking taller than you by like a foot, and they got like fucking Shaquille O'Neal's voice and shit. He's like, who the fuck are you? When did fucking Bernie Mac come back to life as my fucking... I don't even remember if he has a low voice or not. I just picked a black guy. That's probably racist. In its own way. And the only reason I said that is because I heard somebody watching his TV show the other day, so... I was like... You know, like when someone's watching a TV show in the other room and you almost feel like you watched the episode with them when you were like cooking something in the kitchen or something? That happened to me. I felt like I was making a connection with Bernie Mac's. Bernie Big Mac over there. Actually didn't know too much about that guy when I was a kid. I don't know if he was in a couple movies or something. I know that TV show. I never watched it. I was a everybody hates Chris kind of kid. There was like this other like it was like animated, and it might have like some real life shit in it too, and it was like another black people TV show. I just remember like the intro of it had like a kid and he was like walking down the street or something maybe, and It was the most vague thing ever. Walking down the street or something, maybe. I put something in maybe, I think. And it had like one of those manhole covers. I can't remember what it was called. I always wanted to watch it, but it was like on at a weird time when I was a kid. So I never got to see it. There was a couple shows like that. What was that like fucking puppet show that was made by, I think it was made by the people who made South Park or some shit. It was on Comedy Central back in the day, I think. Was that the channel? Honestly, I don't even remember what Comedy Central was. If you ask little kid me that, he knows exactly what Comedy Central is. Like, even saying that name, I haven't said that name in like 10 years, so I almost had to pull it out of the back of my mind. I remember other shit, like Disney, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. There was even like a fucking bad Cartoon Network that was right above the Cartoon Network. I forget what it's called. It was like older cartoons that nobody liked. I think if I was more mature, I would have liked that. No, I can't even remember the name of that one. Shows how much I watched it, though. I was like, I'd have to look it up. It was another channel. I don't know if most of you people probably lived in town or something and had cable. We had satellite TV back then. They'll probably come to me eventually, and when nobody is interested in this conversation. It was Cartoon Network, obviously. What was the one above it? I can't remember if it played like Scooby-Doo's great, but it had like some old jank-ass cartoons on there, like Flintstones and shit. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what was on there either. If Courage the Cowardly Dog was on that channel, I liked it being on there. Or Courage might have been on Cartoon Network too, I can't remember. So it's weird that like I don't even think about TV like that, and I haven't really in like pretty much since like 2012, 2013. Haven't even watched a lick of that stuff. I don't even remember when my family got rid of the satellite TV. My guess is probably like 2014 or something. So at some point when I moved out. Or right before then. I was kind of bored, so I felt like doing a commentary, and haven't done one in a while. And I've been playing through a lot of games, so I figured it was a good time to review some games and talk some trash, talk some shit. It's always fun to talk shit on people. Like, what you gonna do with your past memories about people douchebagging you if you don't do some shit talk? That's all I gotta say about it. Like, yeah, put some of that energy, try to reciprocate that negative energy back into your life and make things better, obviously, but sometimes you gotta talk some fucking shit, right? As long as you ain't saying too dumb as shit. I think a little shit talk is warranted. If other people are getting away with fucking bloody murder, you deserve to shit talk a little bit, right? About the truth, even. Then you could argue it's not even shit talk, right? I'm not gonna do that, though. I definitely shit talk people. But there was, honestly, periods of time in my life where I didn't do that at all, and I feel like I was a pretty genuine person towards people. Like, more so than the average. Now I'm probably below average, but that's okay with me. So I'm gonna chat for a little bit, hop into some chill practice on this game. A lot of people posting videos on YouTube about how, like, they're worried that or they don't say they're worried, but I'm worried that they're not going to make another Smash Bros. Game for a long, long time, like 4, 5, 6 years. I'm like, holy shit, I can't wait that long. Like, yeah, I was going to grind this game at some point anyway, but I don't want to grind every fucking 7 years. You know what I mean? Because then by the time that other one comes out, it's going to be like how we never got a sequel to Halo 3 that satisfied the itch, you know what I mean? It'll be too many years deep into copium with this game. So I'll probably shit talk for a while, and then I'm like selecting the conversation that I want to have with you guys. The conversation. The conversation. That's how addicted I am to. If anytime I hear the word Asian or like that's it, that's the ending of a word like station or whatever. Vacation. All I can think about is fucking Tay-Station, and it's been like that for like 2 years. Like that's so stupid. Like what is wrong with my brain? We've just given up. Tried not to, but everyone inevitably gives up. That's why we don't have Smash Bros. Ultimate 2. Am I right? Because if they kept going by now, we would have had 20 new DLC characters or a whole game with a whole new roster. I wouldn't care if they fucking took out Mario. Fuck it. I know they'll probably never do that, but... Oh, you know, I shouldn't even say probably. They never will. Jerk, man. Killed himself just to hurt me. These AIs are suicidal. I talk about this every time. It's actually crazy how you think they're just gonna play by the books, and then they never do, and they never will let you hit them when they're recovering, unless they're level 1. And if the opportunity arises and you're guarding the right spot, they'll just suicide. To either try to take you with them or hurt you. It's like a... See what I'm talking about? Whoa, you can wall jump? Oh, okay, I gotta learn how to use that. That was sick. Look at it. I fucking do it every time. Oh my god, that down smash is ridiculous. I gotta find out what moves are fun to kill with her. I haven't used their down B. I know that one's probably good. You're useless without your fucking suicide and your sumo throw move or whatever the fuck that is. Oop. Oh, wrong button, Mike. The more I play this game, I think it's funny how melee players are such douchebags for not playing this game. Coming from a guy who was that melee player, going to tournaments, thinking Ultimate was never worth trying. The more I play this game, it's just the best platform fighter that was ever made. Sure, I wish parrying was more useful, but there's maybe some technical inputs for some of these characters' best offensives, but other than that, the game is pretty... They made it get a little bit more responsive with a little bit less input lag, too. Oh my god, I should have known that was going to happen eventually. That's all I get for not practicing her forward air. Oh my god, some of her moves are just crazy. They're like, well, if you actually land this shit, man, we're gonna fuck this guy up for you. Like a Joe Rogan voice. The fact that you can you infinitely do that? Yeah, you can, I think. That's funny. See, it's like, you're shielding there, but I'm just gonna keep out of your range, and if you want to challenge me, you're running into one of the biggest shield and breaking moves I have. That's why it's like, the better you get, you think people are just spamming smash attacks, but they're just playing the war, you know? Just in the way an annoying melee player will dash dance like a douchebag in tournament with Fox, who's taking a Final Destination match way too serious against you in round 1. I've had this guy happen to me before. And he's just like dash dancing away from you the entire time. He won't ever... Just normal approach like a normal person. Probably dash dance away like 100 times. 200 times. Till you eventually just give in and lose to him. It's like the douchiest way to play round 1 of your tournament. And then that same guy will go on to like play worse than you later on and get shit on by somebody you beat and losers. So you're like, you don't even feel like you learned anything because all you learned is that guy wasted all of his, he busted his nut on your fucking match and then played like a dill dingus and choked. Dash Dance Away didn't work against somebody who was a little better than you, a little more ready for that. Meanwhile, you were actually more technical and better than the player. Just a little bit less patient and a little bit less used to the tournament scene. Oh my god, some of her moves just ripped the shield. I can't even believe that. That must be some of the reasons why she has a little bit slower moves. She's like, they're actually intending you with this character to break some damn shield. I know this game does have a lot more shield breaks than like Melee, but still, I feel like she breaks them a lot. It might also just be because I'm purposely using the moves that I know do a lot of shield damage. That forward smash is not only a good forward smash, it almost does as much fucking shield damage as the down smash, and the down smash is supposed to be the big one. Okay, so her up tilt is not that good. Like if you think you're getting a Marth up tilt, you're not. You're getting basically a Falco up tilt. Or some, I don't know exactly know what Falco's up tilt is like on this game. Right there, see her Nair, Jesus. He outspaced the shit out of that. Even her down tilt, which comes out pretty fast, does a lot of shield damage, so you can like scare him with a down tilt. And then let's see, oh my god, that is more than I thought it did. I think that one does the most, besides maybe the down B. I found you almost always want to do that if you can. Because you don't really get anything else with this character. Maybe you can get some down airs that I'm not going for. Okay, so approaching with the Nair against like a level 7 sweaty ass computer that's hitting crazy combos on you works a bunch of times, but then I tried it on this bot here and it doesn't work. Because they're basically using forward tilt and jab over and over on the ground. Which is actually Monka in this game, because jab is super good for like every character in this game. And the forward tilt's probably good too, I just don't use it that much because I'm used to Melee, like when you use forward tilts, you're usually like wave dashing in with them, right? In this game, you don't really do that. You more use them as a spacer tool, like you would a Marth forward air from Melee or something. It's like, they come on so fast, it's just like, why not spam it once in a while? But it's like, yeah, it's like there. If you recognize the spam doesn't work, or didn't work once, and you use your next opportunity to get out of there right away, it's a lot better of a play than just spamming one too many times and all of a sudden you get put into the fucking washing machine. You're fucking washed. See right there, I feel like the best move is gonna be forward tilt. She hits like a fucking truck. Some of these moves, dude. I don't know what she's saying, but I like it. Definitely going for that extra damage. And the up air killed. Oh, it will. Oh, you're dead. Oh, wow. Bad. Maybe she's better than I thought she was.
No hesitation.
And it's a she. I don't care what you say. I don't care if it says "bye" in the beginning of her name. She's a damn she, her, bitch. She's a fucking divine dragon. Actually, no, I don't think that's what she is. She's one of my. She quickly jumped up to one of my favorite characters. It's funny because I used to look at most of these Fire Emblem characters like they're all just Marth ripoffs, but they all ended up being really good. I still think Lucina and Roy and Chrom all have like doppelganger problems. Ain't nobody need to be the exact same character. Pretty sure Simon and... What's the other one? Richter? I almost said Richard. I should know that name. Who it is better. Oh my god. See, look at this. Level 3 is Monka. Like, you won't get beat down that bad from a fucking level 7 sometimes. Right there, forward tilt is probably the call. Or down tilt. I just am not very used to starting combos in this game, honestly. Like, look at her up air, dude. It has like a hitbox that lasts. It fucking does, probably does good damage. Kills fairly early. It's really hard to, like, once you get stuck in the one, if you lose your air dodge, like, there's a good chance you're taking 20 to 50% because of it. Possibly losing your life at any fucking point. Yeah, I think that's probably why her forward air is one of her weaker moves, is just because I'm so used to like using forward air with most of my characters, so probably kind of why. Was he like, what did that Falco just suicide for? That's like fucking Smash Bros 64 AI level, but for some reason this is worse than that game, and that game's better. AI wise. Computer cares more about not getting fucking sick comboed than it does about winning the game. Like, it'll fucking... As long as it doesn't get sick comboed, it'll suicide and lose at any point. Oh, that move has no forward hitbox at all. That's the price you pay for being that damn strong. Oh, I should have downbeat. Is it? Okay, so you can get through the up air if I time it wrong, or I'm just a little too far away or something. But still. It's kind of hard to... Whoa! That time I didn't grab the wall, or maybe I didn't wall jump or something. Wow, that forward smash did no fucking shield damage. Maybe there's like a weak point, and that's... I was wondering what was going on there, because sometimes it seemed like it did a lot, and other times it seemed like it did almost nothing. But it was still enough to make the down smash break a shield off of, like, nothing. Full shield, 2 smash attacks, broken. She's got a fucking OG fucking down smash. See what I mean about that sharking? That's a strong shark, because it kills earlier than the other swordy's up airs. It has a better hitbox. Probably does the same amount of damage. I'm trying to see, like, what our Byleth's weakness is. I'm not seeing too many here. I don't know if maybe she's a little slower and I didn't know it. And Hero just has a fuck ton to learn. You want to be a good hero. Okay, so yeah, I said I was going to do some shit talking before I get out of here.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, that's got armor too? Sick. It does so much damage. But the charge down smash still did more. B might have been a little bit better to go for then. Ugh, I gotta stop just auto doing the bow there, because the bow doesn't even hit half the time. There's a lot to learn with how that move combos. I just gotta watch some pros, see what they do. Oh, I think I could have almost made it. I think I maybe could have almost made it. Yeah, the thing about the forward air is like, I don't even think the reward's that good for landing with it. It's more like, if you really beat him down and you got him at the edge, you might be able to finish him with it. And then sometimes you can use it like that. And then again, the back air is going to be better. Most of the time. Seems like it has a way better hitbox, does more damage, more knockback. Seems like that's the only weak move in her whole arsenal. And the down B is pretty shit too against good... Yeah, this does a fuck ton of shield damage. Her forward tilt with that sword is just so good. So is she forward tilting with the sword of the creator or whatever? I'm pressing the wrong button to pull it. I think she is. Ah! My fingers are all messed up. No! Ah, I pressed too many things on my... Fuck. That's it. See if I can fix this the cheap way. My damn controller has like these button combos built in, so if you press the wrong combination of buttons... You might glitch it out, that's what I did somehow. No, it won't work. I don't know why it's not working though. It's unfortunate. Oh well, just turn this into a commentary. Or I'm gonna get that unlucky. Probably glitch my controller for good too. Permanently. Is it working now? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. That's the type of shit that'll make you snap your controller in half and never want to play again. So shit talking, yeah. About that. I'm gonna take a sip here. It's not even that, like, I'm madder and madder at the people who I'm shit talking. It's more that I just grow up more and more, and I notice that they were a more pathetic and worthless piece of shit than I ever thought. I was a nice guy and thought these people were fucking immaculate, and they just... one after another, looking back on it, they were all terrible, weak fucking human beings. And it's okay, like, to not be perfect, but it's another thing, like... If you goddamn first world 15 to 25-year-olds who all attacked my life and ditched me and abandoned me and insulted me in front of groups of friends and stuff. Like, you guys all did that shit when you were in, like, the prime of your life, you know what I mean? There ain't no fucking excuse for that. I went through some tough stuff in my life and I wasn't treating people like that. Fuck no. But yeah, what I've been realizing lately is just I've been getting these dreams and they just like I used to get dreams about the past a lot. Now I'm getting like some weird fucking new dreams. I know it's probably way too personal, but I'll share some of them anyway. But I think it's because when I was younger, I used to get like these. Sometimes I get romantic dreams, but a lot of them would just be like sexual dreams. With either like a girl I had a thing with at school, or or a girl I had a crush on, which is just one-sided, or the girlfriends I also had. And then now that I've grown up and been on my own for a while, it's like I've been getting these like really weird romantic dreams. Like they're not sexual, but like they actually feel like I wake up and I feel like I fell in love with a girl. You know what I mean? It's really weird because it'll be like some random girl from high school that I didn't talk to since high school. You know what I mean? Like 12 fucking years ago. And it's just like kind of pathetic that a dream about some girl who treated me good back then was better romance, less sexualized, left a better feeling in my mind, almost made me fall in love better. Just a memory from a girl who was nice to me, you know what I mean? And why is that so much more powerful and so much more positive than the actual people that I had in my life, right? Like, that's fucking weird. I was so nice to those people, so good to them. I cooked them so many meals. I did their laundry so many times. I helped their parents so many fucking times. I put myself in that position of the fucking Theon Greyjoy, you know what I mean? I was like that fucking guy with his dick cut off who had to put up or shut up and be good to these humans, you know what I mean? I was the piece of shit coming into their house, and I had to step up and be good for them, you know what I mean? And now I look back on it and it's like, I was the only thing good about that situation, you know what I mean? They got fucking your two parents dying of fucking cigarettes, and you got fucking you're the kid dying of cigarettes, you got me dating you, trying to keep you alive, and everyone else in that situation besides me is a fucking suicidal maniac fuckboy with a bunch of secret relationships on the side. You know what I mean? And it's like, and the whole time, like all the years I was with these people, I'm like looking at them like I should look up to them, I should learn things from them. These are good people. Like, look at, they got this life for themselves, and all of it ends up being a fucking joke. And nowadays, like, I'm more interested in dreams of romance and possible future romance with like an actual grown-ass woman. Like, why is that so much more interesting to me now, you know? Wish I could have taught little kid me, like, what was about to happen to him. I feel like a lot of people end up going that way, and they can't even vocalize how they feel about the opposite gender either, because we're that cringe of a world. Or it's not even how they feel about it, their experiences even. Can't even vocalize their experiences properly without getting swanton bombed off the fucking internet by some fucking activist fucks. Some zero opinion Jiminy crickets out there. Really wish I didn't glitch my controller. I was having fun. Whatever, I was never gonna finish this conversation if I kept playing and trying to talk. And that's just a little bit of what I've been noticing recently. And it was kind of... life was kind of a lot to take in the last few months for me. I'm not exactly sure why. I have some ideas, and I do gotta work on some of my habits and stuff, but it's also like... I think it was I was it was a time of growing, and I was doing nothing but playing video games. Which isn't always the worst thing, but when it's a time of growing, it just, like, doesn't work with your life, you know what I mean? That's another thing I wanted to talk about, was just, like, learning to love life so that you can love a lot of other things more inside life. You know what I mean? Because no matter how strong you think your love is for someone or something, it's like, if you don't have a safety net of many things you like to do with your life, you're liable to crash and fucking burn real quick. And people don't really help each other out with that. They don't warn each other about that. They don't care about other people who are going through burnout and going through midlife crises and shit, you know what I mean? Crises. Crises. You fucking sissies. Look at that fucking texture on that fucking Hyrule roofing. It doesn't look right at all. It's like some guy doesn't know how to use ZBrush. Or whatever. I don't know, I'm just making that up. Some guy doesn't know how to use fucking Cinema 4D. And UV map that shit properly. Like, the front looks normal, and then, like, maybe it's just motion blurred, I don't know. Actually, no. No, it just fucking looks bad. Okay. I don't know what the hell happened to this controller. It's working in this menu. You have to select this fighter? Is that what? Oh my god, I can play again. God. This is why I don't do commentaries while I play this game. Because I accidentally press one button wrong on my controller and it glitches out the fucking controller. I have to stay focused and make sure I'm not just mashing buttons and shit. I feel like people watching me and other people who play on box, they don't give us enough credit, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, I can do that shit on controller all the time, but it's like, yeah, you can do that shit on controller. We can too. We're trying to have fun and do something new with our lives. It's like people who don't respect mouse and keyboard Halo players. Except for the no-scoping, I have mad respect for mouse and keyboard Halo players, you know? Obviously, if you're good at mouse and keyboard Halo, like, no-scoping is like the easiest fucking thing ever. Every time I pick it up, I get, even though I'm not even good at mouse and keyboard, I get somewhere between like 5 and 10 no-scopes. It's like shit you would never see on controller. Unless it was me playing on controller. And even then, it'd have to be a damn good match to match those fucking keyboard no-scopes. And these people you see, these other kids, there's some decent players out there, but they're not that good. They're shit. In the first 3 days I played on mouse and keyboard, I've watched 20, 30 hours of mouse and keyboard players on Twitch. They weren't doing shit that I was doing in the first fucking day. In the first 5 matches on mouse and keyboard ever, I was so clunky, and I promise you, I'm playing better than 95% of those guys who grind mouse and keyboard Halo. The only ones who were probably better than me were like CSGO gods who went to Halo Infinite and got a bunch of clips. And that probably took a lot of practice for them to do that. Like, specific training in Halo Infinite as well. I'm not saying I'm the best, I'm just saying I definitely have the potential to be ranked among the best mouse and keyboard players if I cared. Like, I got so many, like, clean no-scope overkills on good players, like, I shouldn't even be getting that on mouse and keyboard because they're frying me with aim assist. And I only played for, like, 2 weeks. Of mouse and keyboard. I think I played one more day, like, a year later. Probably, like, 6 months ago now. Played one day. Played, like, 3 games or something. Just feel it again. And, yep, my BR sucked. Still better than most people on mouse keyboard, but my sniper was hitting diffy. And I've seen the best person I've seen at scoped sniping on the mouse keyboard is Trank. I don't really see eye to eye with Trank because for particular reasons, but he's good at that. He's probably the best scoped sniper I've seen, for sure, actually. There's some other good ones too, but I'm not gonna get into that. I lost complete track. I was talking about box controllers and shit. Yeah, I just feel like people don't respect the box controllers enough. They're not into it enough. It's like good for your hands. It's super fun to learn. Affordable, especially when you consider how repairable they are and how unlikely they are to break. Some of them. And even the ones that do break, they're very repairable by an idiot. You just basically take off some screws off the box, unclip the button, clip in a new button, new soundwall button or something. Same size button, and then you're good to go. Basically, you don't have to wire anything. You just put the two plugs in to the button. I forget what the names of those quick release plugs are, whatever the fuck they're called. I mean, it might be a little harder than that, but I've opened up a couple of those controllers, and that's what it. And I've watched people put some together on YouTube, so that's all it seemed like you had to do. But yeah, lately, I don't know. I just think it's really weird how... I know it's probably, like, super arrogant to say, but it just feels like some of the weird dreams and some of the weird thoughts I've been having lately are just, like... It almost feels like... I know it probably sounds super stupid, but... It feels like girls from my past are, like, calling out to me, you know? And it's not like the typical ones. It's not like my ex-girlfriends or something. It's like the weird ones that you would have never thought I was going to be able to bag because they're too hot. And like, I promise you, I don't think about these people really. I haven't talked to them since high school. And lately I just been into video games, so it's just kind of weird to me that the farther I get away from people who attacked my life, the more these like memories and like weird romances bubble up in my brain that never were there before. Like I said, some of these girls, like, yeah, I might have had a little bit of a crush on them, but we were just friends, you know? But it's funny because I look back and I'm like, I'm more grateful for some like random popular girl in high school who was friends with me because I helped her in math class. Like, I'm more grateful for that hot chick than I am, like, any of the girlfriends I had, any of the girls who, like, we had a little thing, but we didn't quite become a couple, you know what I mean? And that's where, what am I shit-talking? I'm shit-talking them. They're pieces of fucking shit, you know what I mean? Some random girl from high school who didn't even try, never flirted with me or anything. She was just a good friend, and when I lost weight, she was an even better friend, you know? Probably because I was a little bit more social then, but not really. It's just interesting. Like, I didn't have much hope for my future, especially when it came to romance for the last, like, 7 years, but now I'm kind of feeling hopeful again. Like, it don't really matter if I'm with somebody, like... Just the fact that I had some women in my past that weren't just using me for sex and they weren't just like fake girlfriends and shit. And they were just like friends from high school or friends after high school. Like some of those little relationships that weren't even that... Like we didn't even hang out that many times sometimes. It's just weird to me that those are sticking out to me now all these years later as like... I wish I would have ended up with that girl sort of thing, you know? And why the hell is this romantic story so fucking visceral in my mind all of a sudden with some girl that I don't even know really? What I'm saying is I think that somewhere deep down in some of those girls' hearts, like, they probably wish they ended up with me, you know what I mean? Because they remember, like, how I smiled at people and I was, like, very... I always tried to be like a very loving person towards most people. I mean, yeah, I was super hateful towards like a bully or something, but other than that, I feel like I was a super nice person. I always let people cheat off my tests, even if I would get into trouble and shit. You know what I mean? I probably let damn near 100 people cheat off a test going up through school. There'd be times where there'd be like people sitting by me in the math classes to make sure that they could cheat on me. Like they're like, Mike, I didn't study. I don't even know if I ever got like almost got in trouble a few times. Like the teacher like noticed that we were cheating a little bit and they just like let us off easy. You know what I mean? But you like knew that you were about to get fucking bitched at if you tried that anymore. I can't remember if I ever cheated off of. Good question, Mike. Good way to push the conversation forward without anyone helping. But yeah, I don't remember if I ever cheated off anyone's shit. Trying to think, there might have been a couple times I took like it wasn't even a smart person. I just like took a fucking answer because I like didn't want to fucking do the test so bad that I would try to skip one of them. Well, there was one that I was just like reading it and I'm like reading it wrong and it was confusing, so I cheated a little bit. There was only a couple times. But yeah, like, what was my point about all that shit? Well, we're shit-talking the bad people who tried to fuck up my life, and they probably fucked up a bunch of other people's lives. And then they just keep doing it and acting like they are justice for some reason. They are the just person. Some of them be, like, telling you they're fucked up, and you're like, I'll give them a shot anyway, because they showed me a lot of love. And then at some point down the road, they go and switch it up, and then they say that you're fucked up and shit, and they're leaving you because you're not making them happy or something. And it's like, you do remember how this relationship started, right? Me fucking waiting on you hand and foot while you were actually honest with me back then sometimes and told me how much of a piece of shit you were, but I accepted it anyway because I'm a nice guy. Where'd all that go? Oh, you got bored, so you're gonna switch up the story and just do evil things to your partner, basically. Or who was your partner? In their mind, they're currently your partner, but these people out there, they've switched it up in their mind and they can't leave properly, so they leave like douchebags. I don't know, it's just funny because none of these people will ever stick up for their bullshit. That they'll never be able to explain that situation without lying about it. Anything they say would just go back on all the things they whispered in your fucking ear when they said they were your best friend or they said they were gonna fucking marry you or some shit. That was their MySpace #2 back in the day. It all contradict exactly who they really were. Well, they were really your friend, and now we can't even talk about each other like that because they've muddied up the situation. They muddled up the situation so fucking bad that it's disgusting. Both parties can't even tell the truth about each other anymore, you know. Can't even talk about the good times. There's a lot of people out there, especially the opposite gender of me, that fucking just expect the fucking world. They're just like fucking pure evil walking around, unadulterated evil, and they just get to do whatever the fuck they want. And you can't attack them, and you can't talk about it, and you can't do anything. And they look better than you too, so you're a piece of shit. And anytime they want to give up on your gender, they'll just go the other gender. You know, you know what I mean? It's really weird that They got it. Like, you think you're entering a world of, like, human beings, but you're entering this world of, like, these brain stems, you know? These, like, egoic brainstem, looks-based, vanity-based fucking dweebs. And another thing I wanted to shit talk was, like, a lot of these hot girls that either, like, had a crush on me or dated me in high school or I had a crush on them, like, I don't want to be mean, but, like, the guys they ended up with are fucking, like, I'm not even a good-looking guy. I'm kind of ugly, but at least I look okay, you know what I mean? At least when I smile, I look like a nice person. These guys look like fucking goons. Like, they gotta be with them for the fucking dick size, or because they're over 6 foot by a centimeter or something. I don't know what the fuck they're with these guys for. These are, like, literal, like, 9 out of 10 girls, like, 8 out of 10 girls. They look fucking amazing. And some of them were, like, actually really... Like I said, the girl I was picturing her, I was masturbating to her. No, I actually didn't masturbate to her, even though I fucking wanted to. I don't know, that's not something to brag about. I'm gonna brag about it anyway, because that's how low we've stooped. We're playing fucking Smash Bros. Ultimate in 2023. Can you stoop no lower? Eating fucking chorizo sausage, shitting out our fucking guts. Literal intestines hanging out the butthole. We're still dildoing that shit back. But for real, like, chorizo up the butthole. Like, I know it might sound like far-fetched, but I think it's actually important. Like, I'm just making jokes about it and shit. But I think it's actually important in my conversation because it's like, for a lot of, I'd assume a lot of guys out there and probably some girls, they probably feel a lot like me, where they just feel good about all their old relationships and they wish they all worked, you know what I mean? I wish every girlfriend I ever had worked. I wish my friends worked out. I wish... Not that you could have them all at the same time, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't feel anything bad about any of them. Like, yeah, I don't like what they did, and I'm mad at them for ruining so many good relationships that I was in, all these different people, but... And, like, never even trying to make up. And you know what I mean? It's just really weird. But at the same time, like... I like all these people, and I want to like other people. I don't want to be a ruined person because these motherfuckers are all heartbroken pieces of shit that can barely move an inch throughout the rest of their lives, you know? They won't move an inch for another person unless they're fucking gorgeous or rich. Basically. Gorgeous, rich, or popular. It's like the cheesiest thing ever. And you see it happening, and you see it happening to people you, like, really believed in. It's just fucking cringe. That's why I talk about it, because it's like... People need to be warned about this shit. Because looking back on it, it's like, if I knew all this shit was going to happen to me, I probably would have just, like, stayed on my own in my 20s and then, like, got really good at yoga and, like, went and found some fucking yoga mama who was a couple years older than me or some shit, you know what I mean? Who wanted, like, a guy who was like me, who was smart, had money, had the work ethic, had a nice yoga body, was really good at yoga. I still am a lot of those things, but I gotta work on myself, obviously. But you know what I mean. And it's like... when I was younger, I thought it was, like, disgusting to, like, date anyone who was even, like, a fucking year older than you. And now I'm looking at it and I'm like, damn, if I could go back and help, like, 25-year-old me when I would, like, go to the local yoga classes and stuff, fucking work my butt off. I would have just, like... talked myself into slowing it down, you know, playing out the long game, looking for a real romance, looking for a mature one, putting myself out there, getting used to, like, being friends with, like, not feeling like an awkward fucking, like, just feeling like I can go out there and be friends with, like, a woman who's, like, because, you know, like, a nerdy 18-year-old boy is, like, the last person who's going to be friends with, like, a woman who's, like, slightly older. You know what I mean? Like, who's, like, slightly mature, too, not like a drunk, dumb college girl or some shit. I don't know. That's how I feel about that. And again, like, all those shitty romances that I had that I always believed in, like, I've believed in these romances for so long, and basically what I'm saying is my dreams just, like, laughed in my face. They were like, you're a fucking idiot, dude. You've been sitting here dwelling on, like, 5 different romances from your past for, like, 7 years. And none of them were even, they were all dog shit. You could have went on fucking Tinder a week ago and found some bitch with fucking dragon skin. This is gonna be another story. I'll talk about it in a little bit. Save that dragon skin conversation for a second. I'm gonna roast somebody else with that one. But the dreams just like shat on my brain. They're like shat on my I shouldn't brain. They shat on my like romance. They're like, you think that was good? Nah, that was fucking dog shit. One half decent girl could reach your heart with one fucking touch of her hand on your shoulder, one fucking kiss on the lips. One decent girl could just move your heart for the rest of your fucking life, basically, until you're about to fucking die. And only then you start to break down. That's what I realized when I had a couple of those dreams in the last few weeks. Especially the last few days. I just been treating myself better, and then all of a sudden this stuff started to come to me. That's why I felt like talking about it. And like I said, I know it's kind of harsh and everything, but all that stuff, what it was to do at the end of the day, it gives me some fucking hope, you know what I mean? And it makes me feel like even if I couldn't find that somehow, like, I was at least worthy of that. I am at least worthy of that, you know what I mean? And we'll see, maybe if this shit keeps happening, I'll probably act even crazier about it and tell you guys I'm dating some girl from my dreams or something, you know what I mean? When you add that, like, overemphasized laugh to make it seem like it was funnier than what you said. JK. But yeah, that was some of the shit talk I wanted to say, some of the stuff I was going through. It was kind of bothering me, so I felt like talking about it. I think that's most of the shit talk that I want. Oh, about the dragon skin thing. There's this one, like, fucking weird-ass chick. She's probably a fucking player all the way. She's probably a bitch. But she acted like she was, like, super shy. She had, like, this skin condition, but she was, like, kind of pretty in the face. So I was like, whatever. She has a weird skin condition. Maybe I could live with that. And she's, like, talking about dating me, talking about inviting me over, and then... For, like, she did this for, like, weeks. Like, 2-3 weeks straight. Like, she would, like, message me like crazy. It was, like, her idea to begin with, too. I just started talking to her randomly on one of those dumbass dating web apps or whatever. We still call them websites. Fucking boomer. Yeah, and it's just like... She ended up being, like, the biggest ghoster, fake-ass bitch. Probably invited, like, weird boys over to her fucking house. Her parents' house all the fucking time. Living in her 20s in her parents' house. Showing off her... She's, like, showing off her skin condition. The more I thought about it, I was like, oh, this girl's a fucking douche. Like, I wanted to, like, feel bad for her and, like, date her and like, fall in love with her and stuff. And nope, she's just a fucking ghoster, fucking fake-ass bitch. You basically using me as a simp man for a little bit. And that's just another example of what you're gonna go out there and you're gonna run into these all the negative, every bad thing I said about women in my entire life. You're gonna run into that type of shit, even though you know that some good shit exists out there. That's why I make such a big deal about it. Because that type of shit can lead people down the wrong path. It's not just your life, you know what I mean? Human beings are like, you come to this planet and the number one thing you end up desiring the most for like 70 years of your fucking life is a partner, you know what I mean? Whether you really want one or not as a kid, you end up wanting it anyway at some point. And it's like, if the other gender, the vast majority of them, have fucked up the world so bad that you don't even get to look forward to like one of the few things you get to look forward to in life. You know what I mean? It's kind of a big deal. We kind of need to pep talk our men up and give them a fighting chance. You know what I mean? They'll judge you for your mistakes and for what you do with your life when they're not around and how big of a piece of shit you are, but they'll never be there to uplift you and be that guiding light and be that flame in your heart, you know what I mean? It's really cringe like that. And a lot of them act like they're super spiritual and they're super fucking romantic and shit, and they're just not. They're like the fakest. They say that they are, they convince you that they are, and then they end up being the fakest backstabbing fucking douche on the planet. And that's like that's why I always tell people, that many of them, that's you're not really gonna run into a good one unless you're. I don't even think there is a good one left. Like they either all found somebody because they were a good one, or they're dead. And so, what do I mean? Have hope? You know what I mean? Well, you hope that their boyfriend kicks the can when he's 35 and you can hop in there. Like that's basically where we're fucking at now. Because these girls have cringed up humans so much. Humans have been cringed by what they've done. The weird chode clitoris fucking monkey brain super consciousness that they've created. It's just like eating men alive. Eating their dicks down to the fucking clit, man. They don't got no dick left. They don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? They don't care if you have a fucking heart attack. They don't care if you lived till you're 80 and you miss them for 50 years. They don't give a fuck, dude. It's really sick. I'm not even like kidding about this shit, you know what I mean? I ain't talking shit. I'm talking the truth. You can lie about me all you want because I say a couple of offensive sounding things. At least I try to slang out the truth and try to give credit where it's due, you know. Like I said, I can think back on some women that I don't give a fuck how much of a closet bitch she was. The way they treated me was fucking awesome, you know what I mean? Hugging me and shit. Like they're not even dating me. I'm like the nerdy fat kid, and they're like rubbing their fucking boobs on me and shit. Let's go, baby. No obligations, you know what I mean? You ain't cheating on me. You just giving me some boob. Give me a back rub. And I always felt neglected growing up, but now that I think about it, like, I actually had the most interaction with younger when we were all younger, you know what I mean? When we were all in school. I had a lot of bad interactions with people in school, but I also had the opportunity to be around a lot of good women, you know? And whether they grew up and they turned into bad women or they just went their separate ways or what. You go out there, the second you turn 16 and you're going out there driving around, you're already susceptible to the 3.5 billion evil women out there. 3.4999999999999 billion fucking evil women out there, whatever. So that's kind of something that's been haunting me for a long time, and I feel like my mind has been finally working through it. But it feels good again, like, and here's like the positive spin on all of it is I feel like I made the right, even though I've made a lot of mistakes, I feel like in the end I made the right choices. It's like I developed there even though there's still like a douchebag juvenile side to myself, there's definitely a side that's like kind of grown as fuck, you know what I mean? Wise, forgiving, kind, self-sacrificial, wants to take care of his body through yoga and keep his health strong for his family and his loved ones and not for weightlifting and not for looking good or any stupid shit. You know what I mean? The same me, I feel like could be a faster, could be somebody who teaches people the mucusless diet, could be a personal trainer, a lot of things, a teacher of some kind online, from behind the safety of my computer monitor. It'd be funny if I kept going with that. But it's just like all that type of shit. And none of that felt real to me for basically the majority of the last 7 years. Because of the state that a lot of these assholes left my mind in, you know? Too many assholes hit my face, too many assholes hit my dick, too many fucking assholes. Just fucking everywhere. And they go unwarned about because you can't vocalize yourself in this world. It's kind of weird, dude. That we're just like, we're okay sending like a new, we act like we care about these new kids so much. Oh, this new generation so cute. These new puppies are so cute. But we're ready to throw them right back in with no warning to the same fucking shark-infested waters that we had to go through, you know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous. It's a joke. Brainless fucking stooges giving everyone tumors. Giving everyone massive stress that kills their life. Giving everyone bad habits that they never would have had because you broke their fucking heart. Stupid ass fucking shit like that, you know what I mean? Like we're throwing... We care so much about pedos fucking our babies, and we care so much about the homeless that we're kicking out of the streets from their little tents and they're not bothering anyone, and we care so much about all this dumbass shit. But we don't give a fuck that in a few years little Timmy's gonna get his fucking heart broken, probably kill himself. You know what I mean? A few years little Jimmy Bob is gonna fucking get overweight and have a heart attack when he's 35 because he never got attention from a woman, even though he deserved it, even though there was maybe a woman out there who did like him and he never gave it a chance because other women treated him like shit. Does that story sound familiar? Because that was literally me. I had plenty of women who did want to give me a chance even early on before I deserved it. And I just brushed it off because I figured there was no way. Like, my life could have been completely different if I just jumped all in one of those women, you know? I guess they were girls back then. If I went all the way, just right away, and then one of them might have fucking hooked, you know? Who the fuck knows? I don't care now, but it's like... the fact that that is even a possibility, and I went for the hopeful fucking beggar strategy, basically. Had women who were interested in me, and I go around begging. And getting tricked, you know? Begging, thinking I had a real love on my hand, and then getting tricked and slapped up. Get my dick fucking slapped up into a sling. By a fucking liar. An ugly liar who wasn't even good enough for me, you know? Wasn't good looking enough for me, wasn't a good enough person, and I treated them like fucking queens, you know what I mean? Still would, too. Still would. And I would make up for any mean thing I ever said about him, because I'm that nice of a motherfucking guy. Not that would ever give them the opportunity, but I like to say I would, you know what I mean? Just to be that cool guy. But who cares, because they're all fucking stubborn bitches who would never try a good thing again because they're fucking stupid, you know? Whatever. That's my roast session for today. These bitches must be stopped. That's my message. The evil women must be stopped. We need to start promoting these good women, getting them out there. Getting them some good dick and get some good boyfriends. Because there's too many damn evil women. No, you don't get to try out 50 different men in your lifetime. You fucking suck you bye. You suck you, thank you, bye. Later, see you later. Smell you later, douchebag. Type of women. Don't need any more of those. There's plenty. Go around to that trash. Street trash. Especially in the city. Watch out in the city. It's just assume everyone's like that before you ever give them a chance, because it's like, if the woman is good, she probably would laugh at you thinking that about her. You know what I mean? I wish I knew that type of shit earlier, because I would have just treated everyone like shit, even though I don't. That's not me, but if it would have saved me from years of heartbreak, yeah, fuck yeah. Let's go, baby. So that's some of the shit I've been going through, and, you know, like I said, I got some renewed hope. I'm feeling really good about just, like, going deep into yoga, deep into learning Japanese, getting back into my creative stuff, and then just, like, listening to all that universe mumbo-jumbo bullshit, and it's like, if I believe in this good stuff for my life, and I really believe, like I did when I was younger sometimes, you know, there's a good chance I end up with like a yoga girl, or a Halo girl, or a fucking Zelda girl, or I just get to have good years with my family and feel like I was worthy of love at least, or whatever, you know what I mean? Any of those situations is going to be better than sitting there and sulking about evil from the past, you know? Straight up. You can only sulk about evil so long, you're going to die, you know what I mean? It's not, after a while, it's like, you can't let somebody do that anymore, because it's like, it's basically a death sentence for them at that point. That's another thing we let people fall victim to, is people get their heart broken and then we don't support them enough. Or at all. So it's kind of another sick thing. I've had siblings do this to me. I've had family do this to me. I've had friends do this to me. Girlfriend. Boyfriend. No. I think that's most of the stuff I wanted to say. Some of the shit I didn't want to say. But I hope that helps you guys. You know, I'm not doing this to trash talk some gender or something. If you think that, you're fucking stupid. You didn't listen to anything I said. Just taking shit out of context. Specifically doing this to help anyone out there, boy or girl, or something in between, that wants to avoid the type of shit that I went through and a lot of other people went through, even worse probably. What else are we talking about here today? I think that's most of the quote-unquote negative stuff. Most of the shit talk and most of the real shit that I've been going through. I think that one of the few saving graces, to wrap all that stuff up, one of the few saving graces you can kind of keep in your mind is that if you love people out there and you continue to love yourself even after possibly giving up on yourself at times, or hating the world at times, or whatever, if there's a you that loves to love, that loves to go out there and try again, that loves to do creative things, and you're interested in things in this world, video games, art, music, movies, books, jobs, whatever, people. If you keep that up, I feel like inevitably that type of energy will net you a romantic relationship. Even if that's not even might not at the time be the, you know, at the time you're putting in the work, that might not be the thing you want the most. But I feel like if you really go at life with that energy, it's like bound to happen, you know? You're either gonna find somebody who likes what you like, or you're gonna take care of yourself long enough that you outlive the other fucking sea lions and walruses on the fucking beach. Or someone eventually is going to go through some tough shit, and they're going to see that you're a grown man or a woman who takes care of themselves, and they're going to need that type of strong support in their life, and they're going to want that at some point, or... You know what I mean? It's just like, as a kid, you think maturity is fucking stupid, and then the second you go through some real shit and you grow up a little bit, you're like, oh, maturity is the only fucking thing keeping me alive, you know what I mean? It's the only thing giving me a fucking chance at love and happiness and romance and life. And health, too. So anyways, that's some stuff I've been thinking about, and I think that's pretty much what wraps up the conversation for me. And it's just like, to go from being in the chase of love and being in the romantic connection period and being in the broken heart period and all that crap, those 3 different periods and everything in between. I feel like once you finally grow up at some point, you're like, you almost don't even want any control over it anymore. You just want to let the fucking shit happen to you in the most sort of magical way, you know what I mean? Whereas before, you're hunting after these girls and you're holding on to these girls, and I'm just talking about from a man's perspective. And you're sulking over the loss of these girls and stuff. But then it's like you grow up and it's like, how many times can I say it's like? The idea of just wholeheartedly just giving yourself away to life, and like not a bitch-made fashion. You're not a little bitch. You're not a simp. You're not like giving yourself away. You're not just dating some girl and being her fucking pocketbook or whatever, her bank account. Nothing like that. It's like the type of me that would start paying money to go back, even though I can do yoga for free, right? But getting super good at yoga and going back and doing those yoga classes, not just to hit on hot yoga moms with their sweaty fucking butt cracks and their beautiful smelling perfume that they're overly spritzed in at the yoga studio. That's a whole creeper thing in itself. If you really want to do that, go for it. I ain't gonna stop you. I think some of those women like that shit too. But for real, it's like transitioning from those first types of romantic outlooks on life and like pseudo-romantic, like post-romantic, sad outlook on life that a lot of people end up getting. Oh, these people are fucking broken-hearted women from high school and they never fixed their heart to begin with, so everyone they date from the age of 16 to fucking 35, they just crush all their hearts because they're fucking stupid. And they're partially evil, and might have even been a good person at some point. It's like fucking stupid, bro. Can't even be completely mad at them either, it's annoying. And then, yeah, just transitioning to a you that you're not really hunting after anything in particular. You're not creeping. You're not waiting. You're not, you know what I mean? Some sort of you that is just fucking has, like I said, wholeheartedly giving themselves to those good, need a different word, those blessings in life, those passions. Something, whatever's the opposite of sins are, right? Hobbies that are good. Is there even a word for that shit? Like, we have a word for sins, which are obviously a real thing. But do we have a word for what you're supposed to do instead of them? If we do, it's clearly not taught well enough, because I should know it, right? But wholeheartedly giving yourself to that as an adult, too. Not just like a little kid who's like chasing after a YouTube plaque or some fucking stupid shit, chasing after a fucking dumbass little kid rap deal or something that... I don't give a shit about that. I'm not interested in that. You know, that's fine if that's what you want to do with your life. I hope that works out. All I'm saying is, like, for me as an adult and many other adults, the vast majority of us, that's irrelevant to us. Which is everyone's gonna be an adult. You know what I mean? So it's like, these little kids are all fucking stupid. They got like one hit song when they're like 16 years old, and now they're fucking like doing meth, and they're like a methed out fucking Justin Bieber. Or like that little kid from Home Alone that did a bunch of drugs. Like Chris fucking Farley. But yeah, it's like you get to the point where you're doing none of these mature good choices. You're not doing any of these anymore for the wrong reasons like you might have when you were younger. You're not trying to look better. You don't really give a fuck about how tan you are, or fucking your haircut, or it's purely for the best reasons possible, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's the only real way. If you didn't get lucky and find a great partner, I feel like that's the only real way after that. You know what I mean? Because you either become that person, or you wish you were that person, or you become a dog shit person who isn't worthy of a good relationship anyway. You know what I mean? So that, and it's probably good that there was a couple years in my 20s where I was pretty damn mature and I worked really hard and did that stuff, because I feel like that set the foundation, set the groundwork for me to grow into a better version of that now, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think if I didn't take care of myself that hard when I was younger, I don't think I would even be in the state of mind to do this right now, you know? But anyways, I've been doing yoga again, and I'm taking care of my health. I got a new yoga mat. Playing a lot of video games for the YouTube channel. Trying to add variety, trying to do new things. Working on a lot of passion projects and stuff. Working on some music again and a lot of things. But it's just funny how all of that shit, literally a couple months ago even, just felt like it was never coming back into my life. It was going to be impossible. Life's pretty much over. No girl, no job, no life, no dick, no friends, nothing. You know what I mean? All stemming back from, basically from people treating me like shit in my 20s, you know? And earlier, but mostly in my 20s. You can call that excuses all you want, but at the end of the day, these people did do that shit to me, and my life was damn fucking perfect right before they did that shit to me, so. It is what it is, you know? Sometimes I don't think it's excuses. Sometimes people just hurt you so fucking bad internally and nobody gives a fuck that you actually didn't really have a chance at that point. Unless you somehow pull yourself together 5, 10, 20 years down the line. And that's the reality of how things go, but people don't see it that way. Because they're all fucking arrogant until they're fucking about to die, and then they realize they should have been nicer to people. Stupid fucks. Oh, whatever. Sorry to be so harsh. I know this is probably not the right type of conversation for a little kid Super Smash Bros. Video, but hey, it might help somebody one day. And that's some of the stuff I went through. I'm kind of losing my voice here a little bit. Sick of talking. I can't really explain. I can't put my finger on exactly what I want to describe, but the only thing I can, if I had to try, it's that if you live a life where you're wishing for some douchebag from the past or something, or you're hoping somebody's gonna come back into your life one day, or you're hoping that somebody does care about you who never shows that they care about you, is gonna show that, so one day they're gonna show it to you, and you're gonna feel better, and you're gonna be friends, or your sibling's gonna make it up to you, or you're just never gonna have a good life. You're better off. You're literally better off sipping hate poison than you are sipping off nostalgia poison. You see what I'm saying? Because nostalgia poison could be you leading your heart into believing a fake love that never comes. And a hate poison, worst case scenario, you're believing true hate because the person don't even like you and they hate you even though they don't really even have a good reason to hate you. You know what I mean? I'm not telling you I hate people, I'm just saying. If you're caught in between a place where somebody left you and so fucking ditched that you either sulk all the time or you're mad all the time, we go with them anger. That's where I'm at. I tried the sulking thing. It doesn't work. It's worse than anger. It's literally worse than anger. People would say anger is like this poison you sip, blah 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 blah. I get it. I've heard the analogy, the metaphor before. I believe the metaphor even. I'm just saying. Somebody gave you a reason to hate, you might as well take that hate and make something great. You know what I mean? Instead of sulking around and letting it all go to waste. That's all I got to say about it. Simple as that. I'm not telling you to go kill somebody. I'm not telling you to go don't do anything stupid. I'm just saying. Because behind that hate, there's probably a whole bunch of love that you have, you know? There's no reason you should abandon your heart because some other motherfucker injected a bunch of hate into your fucking soul because they're douchebags, you know? That's my message. So feel free to hate. Haters gonna hate. You don't gotta be a hater just because you're hating on somebody who hated you first. You know what I mean? That doesn't make you a hater. Because deep down you probably wish the best for them still. You're just a realist. People hating for no reason, those are haters, you know? People hating for a just reason, I just don't think that's hate. That doesn't sound like hate to me. We might use the word hate to describe it, but it's more like justice. The truth. We've got this whole world so convoluted, no one can even express themselves. Even the right ones who are correct in the situations can't say hateful words now, even though they might be true, you know? That's how fucking weird we've gotten in this fucking sophisticated, stupid ass world that we manifested out of our stupid fucking douchebag YouTube dreams. Stupid fucking TikTok lord, fucking douchebag, shit tier fucking trap artist, fucking godless fucking douchebag planet. Godless planet with a bunch of people who think they're full of godliness. And they're just full of fucking shit. Let's be real about it. Anyways. That's just some of the crap I've been going through. You know, much love to you guys. Hope you guys can find your love out there. Hope you guys can heed some of those words of advice. You know, I'm going to do my best to do that as well and update you guys on how everything goes. I have a strong feeling that all the last 100 weird romantic dreams I have are all leading towards something in my life, you know. I used to have nightmares. I used to get nightmares a lot, and like my life sucked back then. You know what I mean? Like I had fake friends, and fucking everyone at school was a fucking bully, and I didn't want to get a job after high school, and fuck. Life was fucking awful back then. I had nightmares all the time. I had nightmares after that. But the last few years, have all been leading towards just romance. It's really weird. Talking like weird love stories that were like written by some girl from my high school, and they're transplanted into my brain across the world or something. It's like weird, vividly detailed, better than I could ever write fucking love story with some girl that I didn't even know I had a crush on, but now that I think about it, I did have a crush on, you know, that type of shit. But anyways, that's just some of the weird little... I thought I'd share that with you guys, maybe give you guys some hope. And if not give you hope, at least give you a path you can follow if you're stuck out there, lost in the darkness. I know how it feels. And I'd say that's most of the negative-ish stuff that I've been going through. I've been like I was gonna say before all this, I've been doing pretty good the last few weeks, so all I really need is just some free time to be me, and I think I'll be fine. So that's most of the stuff I've been going through. I'll probably switch the conversation topic in a second here to video games and some of the games I've been playing, and some like little mini reviews from me and stuff. So I had a really good time playing all the Fire Emblem games, obviously. That's why I played them all. Or pretty much all of them. And I didn't think I was gonna like Three Houses that much, and I ended up liking. I like the beginning and the middle of the game a lot. I think it's really good. And it gave me hope for the future of the series. There's obviously some pretty bad things about it, but all in all, like if you get it at a used price, it's a good deal. It's a good deal. It's a good game. I could give a long list of things about basically any game that's not good, but that doesn't stop me from recommending them or giving them 10 out of 10s, you know, 9 out of 10s. Yeah, what didn't I like about Fire Emblem Three Houses? Well, all the maps felt like the same. They were all like a box. There was like no traveling around. Most of them were like very quick to engage with the enemy, which is okay sometimes, but it kind of ruins that battlefield thing that goes on in a lot of other Fire Emblem games where you're like waging this war. It just doesn't feel like that in this game at all. I know they like try to put the battalions in there to make it feel like that and shit, but that doesn't help. Isn't all Fire Emblem games have this problem where you like build up your units and you get really attached to them, and then right when they get the sick powers, like the game ends. Like I don't like the Fire Emblem Three Houses does that again. I wasn't the biggest fan of like up until you got a master class unit. I liked it. It was fun because it was exciting. I was like, oh, I can't wait to see what the final classes are. You know, I can't wait to see what they do. But then, like, the second you got some master class units, you're like, oh, that's all there is. And the game's also about to be over, too, so I don't even get to use these units. That's when it, like, that's when I kind of got this bad taste in my mouth, let's say. Where I was, like, kind of mad at the game. It happens at the end of a lot of games, though. I mean, there's very few games that you're going to finish and you're going to feel good, you know? Even if you loved a game, usually when you finish it, you kind of just feel, like, sullen, and you kind of feel like, what the fuck am I going to do with my life? And, you know what I mean? Is there ever going to be a game that does it for me again? Type of shit. And the story was like actually so interesting in the first half of the game, and it just completely falls apart in the second half, and it's like a fucking joke. And they like had some maps that looked really cool, but then they were like, some of them were like way too fucking easy for like no reason. And that's one of them that comes to mind is that Tombstone one where you're like guarding the fucking crests from Edelgard, and I'm just like, what? This is supposed to be like a big turning point in the story, and I'm like breezing through this mission without even trying. Handicapping myself as well at the same time. And then, like, I was interested in the beginning because they have all these... this is a lot of spoilers for this game, so if you haven't played this game, you probably don't want to hear this review, but... one of the biggest things is, like, they got you hyped up for all these, like, monster battles. And they're actually really cool, but then... the game ends up... the actual main content of the game ends up being really short. There's only, like, 20 missions, and half of the first 10 are, like, tutorials, so there's, like, no missions. And probably a good thing that I didn't know that earlier, or I would have rushed through the game and beat it in half the time. And, like, you got really excited about these big, scary monsters, but none of them end up being that challenging. And most of the time when you battle them, you're on these maps where the enemy is fighting the big monsters too, so you're not even fighting the big monsters, the enemy is killing them for you. It's just like, there's a lot of weird misses on this game for a game that has such potential, and it actually is a lot of fun. There's like a lot of weird shit. It's like, did you guys even ever play a Fire Emblem game before? You know, there's no villages to visit. There's no secret items to pick up outside of the cathedral. Is that what it's called? Outside of Greg. The monastery, is that what it's called? That's the word, right? The monastery was cool. I didn't like it at first, but it ended up being pretty cool. And there's like so many good things, but it just felt like there should have been another 20 fucking chapters, you know? I know you can like play through the game again and get some like slightly different missions here and there, but that doesn't work for me, you know? I want a new story. I want new characters. I don't want to play the same game with slightly different characters, you know? Like, Fire Emblem Fates has way different characters. And the story's way different. And, like, almost all the missions are way different. So that's why I like that game. And I like playing I like replaying it, right? Or I like playing the other campaigns. This game doesn't really have that. But yeah, Fire Emblem Three Houses is a great game. It just a lot of weird choices that I don't even understand at all. Because it's coming from the people who just made Fire Emblem Fates and they just made Fire Emblem Awakening, and those are both like damn near perfect for the time they were made. It's just weird to me that they had so many bad takes on such a great game like Fire Emblem Three Houses. Like I said, the main character is great, the music was great, the characters themselves were great. The battle system in general is pretty good. Could have been even... The same battle system could have been fleshed out better and been made into something immaculate. There was some more classes, and there was an actual reason to get up to like level 55, and the game would have been sick. The other problem with that game is you could just... It's like... Path of Radiance all over again. You just could have made Byleth super strong and she could like solo every mission. I mean, I purposely don't play like that because it's more fun not to, but just the fact that you could do it and it's wickedly overpowered is kind of annoying. Like, I like having a strong main character, don't get me wrong, but they don't need to fucking be able to one-on-one the last boss, you know what I mean? I don't think they need to be able to do that. And then it's just like the difficulty system is so fucking annoying because it's like there's not even achievements. Just let me switch between hard and normal. It's fucking annoying, you know. I want to play on hard on the easy levels and I want to play on normal on the hard ones. You know what I mean? Is it that fucking weird that I just want to control my own difficulty? Like fuck. That would have made the game a lot better, too. But yeah, that game, I feel like they're not going to touch back on a lot of the stuff they did on that one. It might have sold really well, but I just feel like, in retrospect, they're probably not happy with how short that game was, how butchered the second half of the story is. The anime cutscenes and shit were sick. There was a lot of cool stuff about that game. I'd watch a little anime of it. It was so good. And I don't like watching rando animes. So yeah, that's Fire Emblem Three Houses. It was a good time. I'll probably sell that game on eBay. Not that I do want to keep it. It's just there's some other games that I'd rather play, and I'm only going to be losing about $5, so it's like, might as well. I'm not going to play it again either, so it's like... Even if I got desperate, like, and if there wasn't another Fire Emblem game for another whole 3 years, I still wouldn't play that game again. And I like I said, I fucking loved the shit out of it for the first 40 hours. It was really fun. I don't usually play games that fast either. Like I was playing like 10 hours a day. And it wasn't even hard. I could have played more. It wasn't even hard. Game just didn't have the content anymore, so I had to finish it up. Yeah, I could keep on going, but you know, how much can you say about the game? It had a lot of the tropes of Fire Emblem. You had the fucking lava world. You had the fucking low visibility map. There was like one of them. There was like one of each trope in that game, which was another problem because I would have rather had more of those interesting levels. You know what I mean? They worked hard and they made these cool like lava levels and shit, and then you only went to them once, and there wasn't another one to back it up. And you know what I mean? It's like they did all the work. They just needed to tack on fucking 10 more missions. Why did I collect all these fucking brave weapons and I didn't even get to use them? You know what I mean? Why did I collect this 100,000 money and I didn't spend any of it at the end? All these power-ups I didn't use either. Yeah, and Fire Emblem Engage, I haven't played enough of it. It's definitely starting off better. Like, I already feel way more attached to Alil, the main character. And I feel attached to those characters way quicker than I did in... I really liked a lot of characters in Three Houses, don't get me wrong. Like, Byleth, Geralt, Edelgard was good for the first half, and then I don't understand what they did in the second half. They just like lost their mind. It was cringe. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. The Flame Emperor and the Dark Knight could have been way cooler. Some of the best missions were in the middle of Fire Emblem Three Houses, like from mission 7 to mission 15, 14-ish. Those are all sick. They needed more like 2-part missions and shit too. They did it a few times and I was surprised, but they needed more of it because that game was so short. And if you wanted to, you could fucking blow through that game. What else? Fire Emblem Engage, I don't know. It seems like my characters are super overpowered. It's another game where I just wish I could play the beginning on hard and then I play the rest of the game on normal, but maybe that'll change. But I like the concept. The rings are actually cooler than I thought they were. They like level up with you, and it seems like there's incentives to like switch the rings around and different characters and try different loadouts. And I don't think there's weapon durability in this game again, which I really don't like. It just like ruins the feeling of Fire Emblem because I'm just attacking with this weapon that never breaks, and I can just run around and keep attacking with a strong weapon over and over. Like the Sting Shuriken from fucking Fire Emblem Fates. That Sting Shuriken just fucking kills everybody because it lowers their defense, so every single character is weak to it, basically. You know what I mean? It's just like, it would be cool, but it has infinite durability, so it's just annoying. Just feel like you're cheating the game, basically. And I feel like this game is doing the same fucking thing, which that's what worries me. I'm thinking I'm gonna end up liking Fire Emblem Engage just a little bit more than Three Houses for some reasons. But we'll see. I like how you control the characters. The camera in Fire Emblem Three Houses was just fucking awesome. So the one in Engage is fucking trash compared. It's not bad, but it's compared to Three Houses, it's fucking trash. So it's like, I don't know what they were thinking. That was like one of the best parts about Fire Emblem Three Houses, was that you could zoom the camera in and look at the battlefield, and it was fucking sick. You could literally spin around in circles around your units whether you were close up to them or you were normal top-down view, but you were as close as to the ground as you could be without zooming in to the close-up view. Like, it just looked good. Like, this game, the like cutscenes and shit looks fucking awesome and Engage, but there's like some weird shit where they cut corners. It looks like Tales of Symphonia type shit. You know what I mean? Like their hair is just like clipping through armor and shit. I'm just like, well, how'd you guys let that in there? Everything else just looked fucking gorgeous. Now you got someone's like fucking armpit hair clipping out their armor. So I don't know what to think about this Engage game. I was hyped up before I played Three Houses and Engage, and I was like, okay, these games are gonna be like the start of a new wave of Fire Emblem on the Switch. But now I'm kind of thinking these are like last-ditch efforts, you know what I mean? That's just how it feels. Because they're always missing key stuff, you know? Stuff that was in the Game Boy Advance game, stuff that was in Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. They're just like missing key shit that I feel like doesn't need to be missing. And it sucks because like I was saying, I really like these characters. The story is actually, you know, it's a little corny, but pretty much all JRPG type games translated to English end up being a little corny. That's fine. You know, if you're a good judge of games and stories, you'll be able to pick out the good ones. But I think Alil, like, I thought she was stupid at looking at her like before I got back into Fire Emblem. I took one look at that character and I was like, why the fuck does she have two colored eyes and two colored hair? It looks fucking stupid. Looks like those dumbass fucking deviant art pictures where all those girls like draw two eye colored anime waifus and it's cringe. That was my opinion. But then the second I played the game and I heard her sweet fucking voice and I wanted an anime waifu titty fucker, I was like, hell yeah, babe. I'm moving in, you know what I mean? I'm just kidding, but that's how it felt. I was like, okay, I like this story. It's bringing me back to my fucking Tales of Symphonia roots. It's corny, it's cheesy, but it's heartwarming all at the same time. It's fucking awesome. It's epic, it's got sad moments, it's got lovable characters, cast of characters that are interesting and funny. So that's why I feel like I'm going to end up liking Engage more. It looks like it has like a overworld type thing. I haven't gotten to the overworld yet, but it has like the monastery, but it's not as annoying as the monastery was, basically. That's another thing. I wouldn't have cared about leveling up all my fucking characters in Masterclass and if I knew it literally didn't even fucking matter, you know? For multiple reasons, because the game ends up being too easy. You have all these extra characters you have access to, but you can't even use them in any battles. Unless you do the extra battles, but the extra battles aren't fun. There's so many reasons why Three Houses like missed the fucking mark. It's literally like a 9.5 out of 10 game that somehow missed the mark on everything. And it's just good because it's Fire Emblem, you know? And it has nice graphics, kind of, for the Switch it does. So yeah, that's a little bit about some of my Fire Emblem games. I'm kind of sick of talking, so I'll probably wrap it up soon here. I've been looking into getting back into some of my Steam games, like some of those Metroidvanias and stuff. Like Hunter X, and I started playing Gravity Circuit again. That game's fun. It's a really cool game. Final Fantasy 16 has been like hot and cold for me. Like sometimes I'm really into it, and then other times I don't even want to touch it. So thinking the deeper I get into it, the more I'll break past that barrier. Because they're just some of the fights in the beginning where you don't really have access to that many powers, and you have to fight a boss, and you're basically just running in circles around him, attacking like the most dumbed down Dark Souls fight of all time. But I definitely see a lot of potential with like the combo system for that game, and you can actually, once you learn how the parries work, they seem like they could be actually really fun. Same thing with the dodging, the precision dodging and stuff. I am gonna play a little bit of Smash Bros. After I'm done talking, so at least the video has a couple matches in it. I do want to step outside and get a little sunlight before my day's over here. I already forgot what I was talking about a second ago. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that are going to be up on the channel really soon, like Nier Automata, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Bayonetta 3 I'll be starting very soon. Back into Tears of the Kingdom, I've been prepping myself to get back into that. Bloodborne, been prepping myself to get back into that one as well. I'm gonna move a comfier chair into my room so I can play some of these dark-ass games that are hard to see on a comfy chair. That'll get me playing some more too. That's part of the reason I don't play a lot of those games, because it's like I have a very uncomfortable chair and my monitor is like only good if I'm sitting like perfectly eye level to it. I'm not gonna get into it, but a lot of these like dark ass new games like Elden Ring and Bloodborne, and not that that game's new, but you know what I mean, it's dark as fuck. It's, you can't, with some of these TN, I think it's the TN panels they're called, the gaming monitors that have a TN panel or whatever. I'm not exactly sure about that. I'm just be making this up. At least it's true for mine. It's like, you think you're okay because you play these bright games, and the second you play a dark game and you try to like chill on your bed, sitting back, you can't see anything. The whole fucking screen is black. You literally have to sit, and then the second you sit perfectly eye level, you're like, oh, I can see again. Anyway, that's just a personal problem. I'll probably end up selling, honestly. I don't like admitting it, but I'll probably end up selling Fire Emblem Engage after I beat it too. I feel like really attached to Aleel for some reason. I don't know. I feel like she's like a really lovable character. And like I said, it's funny because I took one look at those characters and I was like, this looks fucking stupid. Little did I know I would end up loving all of the Fire Emblem games from the last 10 years. I'll probably even end up liking Shadows of Valentina and stuff. I might. There's a good chance I end up playing that game very soon before I beat Engage, because like Engage is like the newest, fanciest one, so I feel like I should at least save some of it for the last, you know. And I kind of want to get back into Fates because I really liked that game and I like the characters. I just was kind of burnt out on it because I filmed like 40 episodes of it in like a week. What else? Yeah, we're still waiting on fucking Hollow Knight Silksong over here. I'm fucking pissed about it, honestly. I'm not gonna get into it because I'll just sound like a broken record, but just so you guys know, I'm fucking mad. Like, literally, almost every day I wake up, I get fucking mad at some point because the game isn't announced and it isn't out. I'm fucking annoyed. I had a really good time with Resident Evil 4 earlier this year, and I was watching some people speedrun it again, and I missed that game. I'm not gonna go back to that game unless there's like a DLC or something. I'm kind of pissed at them that there isn't like an Ada campaign out already, though. You know what I mean? Like, sure, if they come out with it in a year, that'd be great and everything. But like, come on. not be that hard to make a fucking campaign when you have the whole game built already there for you, you know what I mean? Game's already quickly approaching a year old. But yeah, I just kind of felt bad for the people who were still speedrunning it because they don't have anything new to play in there. Some of them are still fucking grinding the fucking early game of that fucking game. I don't know how the hell they do that. That type of shit ain't for me, man. I get too nostalgic and I get too many feelings of loneliness when I play through like the same story over and over, you know what I mean? I was originally going to get back into Link to the Past this year. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. I'm going to have to talk for a little bit. I forgot about some of this shit that I was wanting to talk about. Forewarning. But the reason I don't want to get back into Link to the Past is, I've already talked about this before, but I'm going to say it one more time. It's just that I love the game, but it's not going anywhere, you know? And I'm at that skill level where there's really not much room for improvement, and you're kind of just getting the same runs over and over and over. Even if you get better, you're not really saving much time at all. And without, like, the game being fresh and there being a speedrunning community for it anymore, and without any new content coming out that's interesting, it's just, I don't see the purpose of continuing to play it, you know? I definitely will return to it maybe next year and grab one more new time, one more personal best, but that's about it, you know? I'll definitely come back and grab that time I wanted to get. I'm not even worried about getting that time is the thing, you know? I know if I tried even for a little bit, I'd get it, and that's why I don't want to do it, because it's like, the second I get that next minute off of my personal best, it's like, that's it. The game is pretty much dead at that point. Almost no fun available. Pure grindage, pure resets, no new content, no community. It doesn't make sense anymore. I had a lot of fun playing that for hundreds of hours, but yeah, I'm done with that shit for now. And actually, I'm going to replace that slot, basically. I was going to devote some more time this year to that game, but I'm going to devote that to Super Metroid instead. We'll see if we can get to that level of Super Metroid where I feel like I'm done there, too. So that's going to be fun. It'll also be kind of a throwback, because I started it last year during, like, this kind of a saddish, like, lonely period in my life last year. Later in the year. I remember last year I had a pretty good start to last year and a pretty good summer, but then towards the end of last year, from like September until the end of November, I was like really fucking out of it. Anyways, I started Super Metroid back then, and it kind of helped me get back into my life and get back interested into doing stuff again and trying my best. And that was the whole reason I even played Link to the Past to begin with, which was a big part of the beginning of my year. So I thought it would be cool to go back to that game a year later, basically, now, and kind of, you know, sometimes you're revitalizing nostalgic feelings for a good cause. Like when I did Link to the Past, you know? It made me feel good. It made me happy to play video games again and play new video games and everything and make YouTube videos. And sometimes, you know, nostalgia just hurts, right? Nostalgia bites. So I feel like whenever I do pick something nostalgic like that, I always want to pick it at the right time and do it for the right reasons and have it affect my life in a positive way that makes me happy. If that wasn't an obvious thing to do anyways. Thought I'd explain that. So yeah, another game that was kind of in that same vein would be Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I do want to play that game eventually. Final Fantasy Tactics as well. Just waiting for the right moment when I feel like the nostalgia is going to be hitting in the right way, you know what I mean? Where I'm not playing the game and feeling like I'm walking through a ghost town. I'm playing it and I'm feeling like I'm walking through a happy version of my childhood and I get to relive it, you know? If that makes sense. I mean, Super Metroid really isn't that nostalgic for me, but now it kind of is because I was so into it last year and I watched a lot of runs and fell in love with a lot of the top runners and everything. Fell in love with, quote unquote. I'm just trying to be sappy, but you know what I mean. I like them. They feel like friends, you know? Just like this way I like Zeal, and the same way I like Caleb Hart, and the same way I like Maximilian, dude. And I'll probably never talk to any of those people, but still feel like we're friends, you know? Anyway. So that's exciting. We'll be back into that really soon on the Bubble Box. My controller. My trusty controller. That has only screwed me over a few times. Good girl. I keep on coming close to buying a laptop. I really don't need one, but god damn it, would I use one? I'd use the fuck out of it and I'd want it, and I want it for right now. One day I'll have my dream laptop. We'll wait. If I can wait. I'm gonna order that bitch. I know what I'd do right when I get it. I'd download Steam, I'd grab a couple games, and I'd be recording like within the first 10 minutes, man. I'd be chilling in my living room or something, petting my dog, playing some stupid-ass game on Steam, having a good time. Can I do that on my desktop? Yeah, but I can't bring my desktop into the living room, you know? So this wasn't really a Smash Bros video, but we're just gonna disguise it as a Smash Bros video and hope that I don't get canceled off the internet. Yeah, this year it was hyping up to be like one of the best years for video games ever. And I think in some ways it was. It was just unfortunate that my family was being douchebags to me right when Tears of the Kingdom came out, because that kind of ruined my vibes for that game. But other than that, I feel like extremely disappointed because Resident Evil 4 kind of short. We didn't get Hollow Knight Silk Song when they told us it was coming out in June. Fucking douchebags. There's literally a tweet from Microsoft last year that said it was coming out in June. Didn't come out. That was like the biggest game of the year for me, honestly. Final Fantasy 16 is this amazing game, but it has this unsatisfying damage sponge feature that they love to do nowadays. Square Enix does. They should have just made it more like a Souls game. Because literally, that's the only problem I have with the whole game. So far, it's been a blast. Just the damage sponge thing is kind of fucking annoying. But like I said, that might be something that gets better as the game goes on. I don't know. I just feel like if Lords of the Fallen isn't fucking absolutely S tier or like A+ tier, this year kind of flopped. You know what I mean? So far, like if that game is good, and Hollow Knight Silk Song actually comes out before December 25th, and Mario Wonder is as good as it looks, This year is damn fucking good, right? This year, I feel like we're on the tipping point. Like, this year could be one of the best years in the last 10 years for games, or it could be a disappointment of itself. And only a decent year, you know? It really depends on a couple games, I feel like, at this point. But pretty much the ones I always talk about. Armored Core. Mario Wonder. Hollow Knight. Did I say Lords of the Fallen? I don't remember. It's all in those games' hands, you know what I mean? If those games are amazing, I'll forgive Resident Evil 4 for being short. I'll forgive Fire Emblem Engage for having bisexual, for having bi-colored eye people. I'll forgive Final Fantasy 16 for having damaged sponge fucks. Literally, like, you don't need to make the first 3 bosses damaged sponges. I don't care what kind of first impression you're giving your game. I'd rather have them kill me faster and not be damaged sponges, you know what I mean? Because it's so unsatisfying when you play the whole fight perfect and then you get hit by one move at the end and you got a damaged sponge through the whole fight again. They do have some midway checkpoints that aren't that good, but they're okay. Those definitely help a lot. I'm not even sure how those work yet, though. Well, some other reasons why is like, it's like, really, you guys haven't announced any new Smash Bros. Yet? You guys are douchebags. No new Smash Bros. Announcement. No Metroid Prime 4. No new Switch announcement. That's like all I fucking care about, you know what I mean? Like, they could have released nothing this year. If Rivals of the Ether 2 came out this year, I would have been fucking... That'd have been the best shit of my life, you know? They could have said, fuck, we're delaying Tears of the Kingdom, we're gonna delay fucking Resident Evil 4 another year. But if they announced Smash Bros. Was coming in a year or two, fuck yeah. I wouldn't even have cared, you know what I mean? At this point, like, I don't care about a new Halo game or anything like that. I want Dark Souls 4, I want Smash Bros. Ultimate 2, and I want Rivals of the Ether 2, and that's about it. Like, shut the fuck up about anything else besides Hollow Knight 3, like, shut the fuck up, I don't care, you know what I mean? If it's not Hollow Knight 3 or one of those other 3 games I listed, I don't really care that much. At least Mario Wonder looks pretty sick. I feel like that game's gonna be something that revitalizes my love for 2D platformers. I was thinking about playing the Donkey Kong game for the Wii. I know what it's called. I'm not gonna name it. I purposely said it wrong to see if you guys know what I'm talking about. Because I do have that game, and I bought that on a deal a long time ago. So Mario Galaxy 2, maybe a little bit in like the holidays for like that wholesome mood. That might be fun. Maybe I can make some time for that. Yeah, Bayonetta 3, we're definitely starting soon. Just thinking of... I can't even talk. I'm laying on my side, so it's kind of hard to talk. I probably just gave you a horrible image of who I am as a person. But kind of guy is so fucking lazy that he's always laying down. Well, me and my dad. Or my dad and I. I never liked that, because sometimes I just want to mention me first, you know? I matter, too. I always gotta list the other person's fucking name first. Cringe-ass bullshit. I mean, if you do that 100 times in your life, and you do the other one 100 times in your life, who cares? Or even, you know? I don't know if there's any other games I'm forgetting about. that are going to be big this year. I know there's a couple like indie Metroidvanias, but these things, I'm done getting hyped up for them because they always get fucking delayed, dude. Every time. Like the last 10 of them. I know Blasphemous 2 is coming out, but I don't want to buy that game at full price, so I have to wait for that one like a whole year or some shit. Otherwise, I would be hyped about that game because it looks really fun. Just looks like a better version of the first one, which the first one needed some sprucing. Yeah, like what do I think is going to be like low-key my favorite game this year? It's a tough call because I really like Tears of the Kingdom. I really like Resident Evil 4. Fire Emblem Engage is pretty fun. Like Final Fantasy 16. I think it's going to end up being Hollow Knight, but if I had to guess like a weird one that it might be, it would either be like Mario Wonder or Lords of the Fallen or something like that. Maybe one of those games could surprise me. But yeah, it's pretty much undoubtedly going to be Silksong. I'm a sucker for Metroidvanias, and Hollow Knight is probably my favorite Metroidvania. Overall, I'd say it is. Like, when I was playing some of the other ones, I might have been more attached at the time, but overall, I would say Hollow Knight, I love the gameplay, I love the platforming. I felt like even though the game didn't do enough stuff that was similar to Path of the Pain, just the fact that they introduced us to that type of gameplay was a lot of fun. Where you're like fucking keeping yourself alive, bouncing on spikes and shit. There's not really any other game like that, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's Mario, yeah, there's that game where you climb up a hill with a fucking sledgehammer, yeah, there's fucking Jumpman, but nothing's like that. Like Hollow Knight is. And the Path of Pain and the White Cat, or what the fuck is that place called? The Ivory Palace? I don't remember what that place is called. The White Palace? That stuff was cool, but I said this before, they needed more of that shit in the actual game, though. Because the actual game is, like, way too bare bones compared to how fun that and how challenging the rest of that shit is, you know? But that's what I'm hoping Silksong does better, is where there's more screens where you're not just walking through the screen, you know? I want puzzles, I want fucking crazy, I want to have to perform like sick jumps to get to places, you know what I mean? Shit like that. They just didn't do that enough in Hollow Knight, and that was like one of the best features of the game was how good that platforming was and how good the nail weapon was and everything. And the abilities as well. Which the abilities or the charms played into the charms and the abilities that you got played into the platforming as well, which made it even better. Yeah, if I had to pick some Metroids that I know I made a tier list of this a long time ago, but that's probably outdated for me now. I also like someone trash talked my tier list once, like a douchebag. Like he probably has the worst opinion on Metroidvanias ever. Whatever, I had to say that. Yeah, I really like Super Metroid is great. I just think there should be a sequel to it that's better, with very similar mechanics. Because otherwise that game had potential to be the best Metroidvania of all time, honestly. So much to like about that game. And as a speedrun game, it's definitely one of the best Metroidvanias. But yeah, Hollow Knight, Agelos, Cathedral's really good, an underrated game. Massively underrated. Record of Lotus War, even though it's a little short. I haven't finished that game yet, but everything I played of that game, I liked that game. I don't think it's better than Hollow Knight or Agelos, but I do think it's got some stuff that is better, you know. Some of its elements are actually better. That's why I do mention that game when I talk about, because I feel like that game and Touhou Luna Nights, like, both if you took pieces of those games, you could make the best Metroidvania of all time, the future of Metroidvanias, I feel like. Some of those ideas, specifically talking about, like, the orb parrying bullshit and fucking Record of Lodoss War, where you, like, switch your orb powers. That was really cool. And then in Touhou Luna Nights, you can, like, phase through shit with perfect timing and stuff like that. They just both have mechanics that really push Metroidvanias, I feel like. Even though they're both, I'm pretty sure they're both short games, which sucks. That's another reason I'm always disappointed about those games, because they're short. Oh yeah, Astalon is actually a very underrated Metroidvania too. It belongs in the discussion of top Metroidvanias for sure. I don't think it's the best one, but I think it does some things. Again, it does some things that are so good that it's like it's just so fun for some reason. You get so addicted to finding these secret rooms in that game. It's fucking crazy. You end up willing to spend hours, like, searching for secret rooms, even though you hate I don't even like searching for secrets in games. But for some reason, some of these games, there's just something about them. It's the way the death system works, like a Dark Souls game. It's the way they have currency. It's the way the monsters are fucking scary sometimes. Salt and Sanctuary, there's a lot of shit about that game that's really good too. I wish that the second game was more of a proper sequel and not like a weird spin-off sequel. Hope that game does end up being good if I ever play it though. Zeal's talking about something too. Oh, but that's most of the talking I want to do, I think. Just trying to chat it up about video games. Like Nier Automata was really fun. I was very surprised. I had no clue what that game was like, and then when I played it, I was like, holy shit, this game's like a fucking mind trip, dude. I don't even know what the fuck I'm playing. It's like 1 second I'm playing Ninja Gaiden, and the next second I'm playing Space Invaders. You know what I mean? It's really weird. And it's like done so well that I can't even believe it's as old as it is now. Yeah, and I already talked about some of these, but I do have some games that I'm most likely going to buy this holiday or sooner. And some of those are going to be like, whenever that new Shantae goes on sale. Stranger of Paradise, obviously. Trials of Mana. Dragon Quest. A couple other ones I looked up after that. I don't remember. So it should be a pretty action-packed year. Some of the weird feelings I've been going through in the last few weeks. I was getting sick of feeling weird and feeling like I was lost in life again. If I had to describe it. Feeling like my time was up. I was at the end of my rope. Thankfully, I don't feel like that today, but I went through a couple weeks like that, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't done a commentary in a while, but on the other side of it, it gave me a lot of hope for the future. It gave me a lot of faith in life. I don't even like the word faith, but I'm going to use it anyway. It's not usually my kind of word. I like saying swear words and dumb shit. But, I think if life's gonna help me out that much, I'd be doing a disservice not to say the word faith. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got a lot of excitement for learning Japanese and doing anime and doing anime. That's what we're gonna call it. And game design, art, music, the usual creative stuff that I like. And even getting back into yoga, the same, you know, in a deeper, more spiritual way than I did when I was younger. Because when I was younger, I didn't start at spiritual at all. I completely did yoga for the to try to heal my body after lifting weights and hurting it and stuff. And that was literally the only reason I did it, was because I wanted to lift weights and get strong so bad that I was willing to do yoga, which I fucking hated. I just feel like people who never really went that deep with it don't even understand what we're talking about, you know what I mean? And that's why it frustrates me sometimes when I talk about yoga and I just know someone who hears it isn't gonna fucking understand what I'm talking about. They're like, so what? You stood there in warrior pose for 30 minutes. Yeah, do that for an hour and 30 minutes, and do that every single day for 5 years straight. And tell me if you still think yoga is the same thing as you did when you did a 30-minute class your first time, you know what I mean? And go through some shit while you're doing that. Go through a breakup, go through some heartbreak, have heart palpitations, recover from those heart palpitations. Do all that while you're doing yoga every day for 5 years to tell me that that shit doesn't make a positive impact and change your mind in a sort of certain spiritual type of way, you know what I mean? You'll never hear somebody who's done that much yoga talk about it in a negative way, you know what I'm saying? These people hear the word and you might as well be saying Pilates, or you might as well be saying fucking P90X, or you might as well be saying fucking high school gym class, or you might as well be saying the Zumba class at your local YMCA. They don't understand that it's not any of those things, you know what I mean? It's just, there's a lot of people out there who, they don't give a fuck about the spiritual battle in life, and they've lulled themselves into some sort of pacified bullshit where money and jobs and women and sex and money and jobs and women and muscles and money and women and muscles and money and women and muscles, and that's all they need for their life. It's like the stupidest brained people that, or I don't know what transforms them into that, but they don't give a fuck about breath. They don't give a fuck. It's like, you know you're attached to breath too, right? You fucking douche. Some of these people, I think they actually believe in yoga and they believe in spirituality, and they just go around purposely making people feel bad about doing that shit. You know what I mean? Purposely making them feel like they're not doing something that's worthwhile, whilst they secretly believe in it too. You know what I mean? I swear that's what some of these people are like. They're that fucking convoluted and douchey. Because I've seen people do that before, you know? I've felt that from people. It's just fucking weird. And stupid. If they had any type of brain, they'd be spreading yoga to everyone, everywhere, because people fucking need that shit more than they need psychiatrists, and more than they need a fucking stupid-ass relationship. More than they need a paycheck most of the times, too. But they don't have a brain. They just got money. They got a brain. They got a couple friends they drink with after high school. You're so cool. Such a cool person. Yeah, turn your back on people who loved you and find new ones who are assholes and drink with you. Cool, cool, cool. I bet you'll never regret that even a little bit later down. Along down the line. Anyways, that's the type of vibes that I get from those fucking people. But yeah, that's pretty much the update for me. A lot of games, a lot of weird emotional crap. Emotional baggage always fucking adding up. But things have been on the up and up for me, and I've been feeling better. I'm not sure what the next step is for me. I've been a little lost because starting to see the end of my Fire Emblem days, and now I guess I was feeling lost for the last few weeks, and that's probably contributing to me not feeling so good about life. It's just like that feeling of something I love going away again, and not knowing what's next, and all that type of shit. That's another thing I've been learning, is just like, anytime I do anything now, not only do I try really hard not to take it for granted, but I also try to prepare myself for the inevitable loss of that thing. This is the best way I can describe it. Not in a negative way, like you don't start new things and you're just like a fucking pessimist about it. But just like mentally backing yourself up in a loving way, telling yourself, alright dude, I know you love this game, I know you love this girl, I know you love this time in your life, I know you love your past, but nothing's forever, man, and we gotta keep you moving. You know what I mean? Just like a loving, guiding voice inside your head that... I feel like that's the only weapon we have against that type of pain, because that pain comes at you no matter what, in all types of forms in life. And it's like, you need to have a system to deal with it, right? But anyways, hope some of this conversation helps somebody out there. I always hope you guys can get through some of my bullshit to hear some of my better stuff. I'm gonna play a little bit of Smash Bros. And putz around. Not sure, probably be a couple weeks again before I do another commentary. I'll update you guys again on how things are going. I think last commentary I said I was gonna update you guys, and then guess what? I had all that emotional shit happen to me in a lot of these dreams and a lot of the thoughts from the last few weeks, and now I'm updating you. I'm glad I got through all that shit. I'm glad I started changing my life a few weeks ago for the better. Just taking better care of myself, doing less dumb shit, less bad habits, and enjoying things carefully and in a smart way, you know? Like, for example, I first started playing Fire Emblem, and I kind of just burned through the games, and I just played them as fast as possible. Just trying to, like, play it as much as I could while I was still into it. And I'm glad I got through a lot of that stuff, but I'm also thinking now it's like, I gotta learn to leave things before I'm done with them, you know what I mean? And not just leave things, but be ready to return to things as well. That's a problem I have. It's like, I want to be able to return to things. I want to be able to take breaks from things. I want to be able to commit to them for a time and leave at any time I fucking want, basically. And try something new and not feel stuck and not feel still attached to something that I was just attached to. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to work on, and I know it's kind of weird to work on it through video games, but that's definitely one of the ways I work on it the most from. And, you know, I feel like a lot of gamers are like that. We get attached to our games, and we get attached to the time around the game, you know? The people who we loved those days, the dogs who we petted those days. You know, the meals we had, the meals we shared, the fun little walks outside that you took in between gaming sessions. And you know, I'm talking about games, but I have the same feelings about my days at work too, you know? I didn't like work, but I fucking loved coming home to my family after a long day at work, you know? I loved getting a nice fucking slice of pizza after work. fucking like starve myself the whole day and I eat like a slice of pizza and the shit just fucking hitting, you know what I mean? And then I got the long drive home, back home through the countryside, and I'm just feeling like an adult, probably a little bit too early in my life, and watching my life pass me by, and I'm making some money. See, I got good memories of time working too. It's just, you know, I like games, so I relate things to video games. That's all it is. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just glad my controller's working right now. Finish off this asshole. Before I liked this game, I hated that fucking... I thought the way kills looked was so stupid, and... now I fucking love that, like, red energy that comes up, like red lightning. It looks fucking sick. It's very satisfying. How did I just turn the wrong way? I feel like if I just watched one match of a good bid, or a good biolith, what was I gonna say? Ow. I literally tried to jab him like I was Marth from Melee right there. Oh my god. Some characters' tilts in this game are just fucking crazy, dude.
Each battle, a chance
Her
to
tilt, like, be hitting harder than smash attacks. Yeah, but the something about that red fucking energy that pops up, and like how fast the character fucking flies off the screen when they die. I don't know, there's something that's just so satisfying about it. I feel like I was monka as hell with my Greninja last time I tried him, but that might just all be in my head, I don't know.
3, 2, 1.
Like, I was like, I didn't even know how he worked, and I was like using his like crouch strafe perfectly to like dodge an attack and full comboing with him and shit. Oh shit. That wasn't too pretty. Like, how he's got this like Ridley fucking Doma Sensei fucking yo. The down air, he's just like bouncing off your head like you're a fucking joke. It's like, who needs wave dashing when your dash is good, you know what I mean? I never thought I would come full circle and fucking just hate melee players. You know what I mean? I always press the wrong button. What button is it to get it? Let go of this? Okay. That's what I'm trying to do every time I'm pressing the melee controls, obviously. Oh yeah, he has a sick ass neutral B because he can, when he throws it, he kind of pops up in the air, or he like stalls in the air. You see that? Oh shit! Oh yeah, and this fucking side B shit seems like the cheapest shit ever. I don't exactly know how it works yet. Oh, there's like a shadow on the ground. Okay, maybe it's not that cheap then. And you can only use it on the ground. Okay, so it's not that good on platforms. Okay, his down air is not the type of thing you just want to throw out there. I think there was maybe a window where I could have hit him with that nair. I'm not exactly sure. Probably could have hit him with something though. Ooh, he's got a very satisfying forward air. I'm assuming that his back air. Oh, that was the one who was up. One of the biggest things I just need to be able to do is just do like short hop back airs. They don't feel like melee, but they're still essential in this game for zoning or whatever you want to call it, holding your space. There might have been a way that I hit him hard enough to get him out of there, but I don't know the character well enough. Oh, that fucking air dodge left me without control for so long. No! He always gets me when I try to... I just want to do the Mewtwo King to him once, man. The good old jump back off the stage, you know, the good old melee type edge guard. There it is! So that does work. I don't know why, but that shit is so much more satisfying in this game. It's probably because you can't just fucking wave dash off the ledge like an idiot. Wave dashing is like the easiest shit ever, and it's so overpowered. It was cool, like, up until 2020, and at that point it was just like, yeah, we've seen it for too many years. Like, nobody cares about wave dashing anymore, unless you're making a new competitive fighting game that implements it in a better way. Right there, that's probably a down air time. Domo Sensei? I wanted to fucking say something. How did I get over there? One of the hardest things in this game is just like not dashing, or one of the hardest things on box, sorry, is not dashing too far with fast characters in this game. Like, why wasn't I crouching towards him right there? Oh, I got it. So I was definitely vulnerable to a good character, or a good player right there would have hit something on me after that spot dodge, I think. Is it even called spot dodge? That's like what some douchey term like melee commentators use. Ooh! Ooh! That is a sad... And he's got a double backer, I didn't even know. And it is a fucking sick backer. How is that hitting me, man? Does certain characters have like slower air dodges that are better because the invincibility lasts longer? That must be what's going on. He's being suicidal because I'm getting him at that. Oh my god. Level 3 computer should never do that. Totally a level 4 thing. Upbeat. I mean, like, why would he even attack there? Nobody in their right mind is up being off the stage. That was only a me thing. Well, if you track him right, that down air fucking is asking you to follow up. Just hard to pick what move to follow up with. It seems like only back air and up air. And maybe neutral air are gonna work sometime. There might be something better to chase with, like on a platform or something. Down air into like platform chase, and then they're like still in the air for a second, and then you hit them with a tilt or something. Even that's very situational. I know this is supposed to be Fire Emblem Saga, but we're mixing in Greninja with the Fire Emblem characters because he's cool. Anyone who's got a Shuriken and a fucking Kunai, Water Kunai. I don't care if he sounds like a weird little Pokemon. He's got a charged fucking Shadow Clone Jutsu Shuriken. Windmill of Shadows. He has Shikamaru's fucking... He's a literal... Shut up, Mike. A literal Naruto. I wonder what movie has that hits him there. Probably down tilt. Of course I didn't use it. What? Wait, what? Oh, if you use the nair too close to the ground, it don't even come out. It looks like it's gonna come out too, that's the weird thing. Interesting. Must have been too many people fucking nair spamming and they're like, we can't have this. Oh. Now is that controller though, like, oh, his forward air is deadly. How good is that? I'll have to see. I gotta say, it kind of comes out slow. Oh, it's very good. He's just got the worst spike in the game because if you miss, you fucking die. I wonder if he has anything that breaks shields. I wonder what he's supposed to do after that. Like, I don't know if he can up B into them and get some extra damage, or... Does he have an actual counter? Wow. He actually attacked again. Ah. I gotta counter that. Oh. What just happened to me? I get that I turned into a shadow clone fucking log, but... No, he doesn't have any shield breaking moves that I can see. Come on! You're a fucking input reading piece of shit. He's perfectly not dealt with my counter. Like, what? Like, why didn't I go flying off that time? That kick, he does a kick, and I don't know if I did something wrong, but I went flying off. Well, can we not try that hard? I'm like, my eyes are like falling asleep, they're like blurry-eyed, and this guy's trying to play like a fucking level 3 computer that plays like a fucking MK Leo. Relax. Nobody is impressed. They like watching me, not you. I pop balloons and you try hard like a douche. Down air's pretty good, or down smash. Yeah, nice up B, fucking dipshit. Oh, that like did extra damage. I should have just spammed forward tilt. That would have been better. Douche. Hits me with the most distant speck of fire of all time. Look at how hard this computer's trying. Oh, I wish I knew what to do after that move. Oh my god, look how douchey that computer is. Get out of here, douche. Ooh, does that do some good ass shield there? Lucky I don't have my forward airs practiced on box, bitch. I was using this character better last time. Just like throw it, mashing basically. I would.
Ninja. 3, 2, 1, go!
What you gonna do about that? Well, maybe I didn't do extra damage. I think sometimes it just hits him more. Oh, you don't want to fight? This is how we're gonna fight. Isn't that fun? Wouldn't just stand on the other side of the screen and input read me over and over, never approach ever, even once. Unless it's a bullshit move. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. I have no clue if you're supposed to get... This character doesn't get damage after up air, it looks like. And up air doesn't kill. Until you're way up there. Even then, I think the computer could have got out of that at some point. Wow, can we not input read me? No person, unless besides a pro player, is intercepting that first time upbeat on the stage. After just getting hit too. Fucking computers. If you were balanced right, I wouldn't have to turn you on fucking level 1. Like this is Monka right here because the computer refuses to approach. Here it is. This is how I'm supposed to play the game. Just play like a computer. What you doing? Scared? Rage quit out of that one. Fuck you, douche.
No contest.
It's the literal AI version of some of those douchebags at Melee tournaments who are trying to place better than they are. Ooh, I got new maps. I forgot about that. This might be kind of fun. I don't know what I thought was so good about Greninja. Now he just kind of seems okay. Why? Just because he had a better projectile than Byleth. And he was fast.
3, 2, 1, go!
You're gonna fight? Or you're gonna stand there and whiff punish? Input read into whiff punish, sorry. Here he goes. Here he goes. Everything he does is to get away from me and be a douche. Get away from me and then be a douche. Oh my god. This is what I mean about them AIs killing themselves. They love doing it. Gets their panties all knickers. You know, gets them wet. Never down air. That's what I learned. And there's no room for a punish game in this. All neutral. One-hit kills. This douchebag air dodges out of everything. He has one goal. Whiff punish you, input read you, and air dodge you. One game plan, that's it. I guess you can down air to down air. Probably works better on big characters. Oh, here we go. Alright, you want to approach? Don't approach because you get shit on instantly. You know. Wow, he's like fake grabbing the air where I'm not, like what? Like why? I let go of my controller for a brief second, he comes in and attacks for the first time. How you know I let go of my controller? Let go of it for like a millisecond to adjust my hand, and first time he attacked me the whole game. I guess a forward air might have been the best there. Get out of here, douche. The only reason you're shielding that is because you're reading inputs. A normal person's gonna try to mash against me, and I'd probably hit them and kill them. Yeah. Flame perfect rollout douche. You can spam roll away too. Nobody would ever play against you if that's all you did. I cannot get him when he's on the ground. Look at he's literally doing what I'm doing. Oh my god. He DIs away perfect everything. Get it wrecked, douche. It's called you getting wrecked. Oh my god, who grabs a roll, you fucking douchebag? Oh, here we go. Only time he attacks is like me having to come back and recover and stuff. I just sit in my shield until the input tells me to do something. Oh, look, you know, run up there, but he didn't actually approach. He just ran up and dashed back. This is the douchiest AI I've ever seen. They're literally trying to make the level 3 AI create pro players, basically. They wanted little kids to play against the level 3 AI, and the level 3 AI is so douchey and annoying that the little kids become pros. That's literally what's going on here. I don't care what you say. Like, the fact that he didn't attack me for like 40 seconds there, and then I finally got close with a forward air, and I was gonna kill him. And he attacks me with his, like, fastest move perfectly. Yeah. I'm sure a Bowser on the ropes would do that. I'm sure. See you later, TSM Void. You're trash. I'm good. You're trash. I was just picking a random name. I don't even know. Probably good as fuck. It should be my name up there. I grew up playing Smash Bros. When you guys were just... Garrigmok Monastery? I think yes. Perfect way to wrap up this video. Ooh, and we have Joker to play. That'll be fun. I'll go back to Greninja. We're not going to play any more of him for right now. I have some long sessions with that little guy. I gotta pick between, like, Byleth and, who else was I kind of grinding lately? Grinding on? I guess no one, really. Definitely, I enjoyed Roy and Chrom a lot more. than I did, and Robin's sick. I guess Byleth is the only one that... Hero is good too. Basically all the characters I like.
3, 2, 1.
Where are we? Oh, we're like right in the front steps. And who do we got in the background here? Oh, I already forgot his name. That's Dedu. He turns into a badass, I think. Oh, why did I forget this guy's name? Dimitri, right? Another guy's Claude. Who the fuck is that? Is that a girl from Dimitri's house that I don't remember her name? I don't know why I even care about this shit. I want to see if they have like... Oh, they need Anna over there in the corner hiding over there, so that'd be fun. Nice little nostalgic map. Oh, Falco just seems like he's better than Greninja at this fight. Oh, this map is sick. I thought that's all it was. I was like, is this map gonna do anything? Seemed like I didn't even have a brain. Ooh, no, you don't got these girls here. These are my girls. Except for you, Edelgard. You're a bitch. We like first half Edelgard. Second half Edelgard is a douche. This girl is Dorothy. I think that's how her name is said. And this is Petra. And she's a bitch. Oh, come on. He's crouching under my up tilt, you fucking input reader. I don't care what you say, a pro player's not doing that. They wouldn't even want to take that risk just to be crouching next to you like that. That would be something that maybe happens after like matches and matches of like cerebral reading each other, and then maybe that would happen once. These are the other characters you're supposed to be into. I killed you guys. This purple-haired douche turned on us, I think. And I was gonna give you a chance back at the monastery. See you later, douchebag. The only reason you're decent is because Greninja sucks and I don't know how to use him as well, so... I don't even understand what's supposed to be so good about Greninja. They basically just expect you to spam the down B and the side B over and over. Oh yeah, that green-haired girl, she was a good character too. I can't remember her name. I'm busy remembering the Fire Emblem Engage characters now, so... Ah, cool stage. It's got a little bit of Final Destination in it. It's got a little bit of that old Fire Emblem map where it like changed a bunch. Ooh, you can break these too. That's fun. Okay, so he's got no range on that forward too. Oh, come on. Relax, Captain Douche. The fuck was that move? Every Bowser main knows that one. I don't even know what that was. Was that his fucking down tilt that killed me that fast? Came out in like 0 frame, -1 frame. That's how you want to play, that's how we're gonna play. Computer don't know how to play the game right. I think I'd do better against a pro player. As long as they weren't playing super adamantly stupid, douchey, sweaty, I probably would. They were just playing friendlies, yeah. Now, where are all these maps, though? Oh, they're up here. Ah, so this is where those Project M or Project Plus maps are. I don't know if I'll ever go back to Project Plus. I'll probably end up being a fucking Palutena main for some reason. Main. I can't even play Falco right now. I'm too into these damn sword characters. Falco just doesn't feel right now. Oh, that other map was a good one to end on, though. Should be saving this map for when I check out Joker. Oh, Chrome Fasts. And this map looks sick. There's fucking paint coming out of my shit. Oh yeah, Chrome has the crazy ass sword smash, doesn't he? Just fucking destroys. Yeah, he does. Oh, you wouldn't want to get hit with that if you're a pro player. I don't care who you are. See? That fucking dumbass computer. I just want to play by the books and play like a normal person should play it. Rather get some damage and suicide. So that I can hit me with a stupid down tilt later on and kill me when I'm at 120%. It's actually meta right there. You're just gonna keep hovering above me, that's the best move. Like, what did he even just do? Damn. Damn, he got some magic on his. Got the Roy jab, bitch. Can literally run up and jab you with a jab that starts a combo. Or possibly starts a combo. Oh, should've went with the jab. Ooh, see ya. Hit him with the insult to injuries. Oh, there's a train down there. Can you not input read me and just come at me like a normal fucking person? Jump behind me. Jump behind me, because that's what every player always does. I'm sure. No, they jump, they run at you and use moves. I think every player has to attack me from the back or they won't even attack. See you later, kid. Or not. AI, I'll never understand. Sometimes it's so annoying, and other times it just falls into up smashes like fucking douchebag. Oh god, some of these stages look sick. I shouldn't even know this one. I haven't played the game yet. It's one thing that's kind of takes a lot of... King of Fighters. Oh, sick. No, and I'm gonna be a Terry main, too. We're gonna save some of those for... Maybe once I get Dragon Quest and stuff. Alright, I'm on my last rope, or I'm on my last minutes of gameplay. This is all I can take. It's fucking getting hot in my room, I gotta take a break. Already played a bunch of games today. Damn, he has no horizontal. Holy shit. I knew it was kind of bad, but damn. I thought I was getting back. Oh, read you like a book, fucking douchebag. Nice. Nice forward smash. Like how you stood still and then your computer read when I was finally running over and then threw it out. Oh, nice. Got read like a book, douche. Nice up B, douche. All because you didn't want to fight me at the ledge and you wanted to try to douche me. What? You're trash? I'm playing fucking melee, you're playing dog shit? Wow, who would ever do that? Pro player would have lost to me in that neutral, but level 3 computer is genius. See ya. Alright, you're not looking so hot down there, douche. Oh, see ya. Damn it. What you can do, there's like no recovery time, I guess. Wow. I'm like jumping up and he's up smashing me and hitting me with the tippity of his foot. Oh, look at him. You see him hovering back and forth trying to land behind me so hard with his stupid ass AI. He's just like repeatedly doing dumb jumps over my head to try to land behind. Fucking Crom, baby. Get Toadstool, because you'll never fucking LB at the right spot, douche. I gotta do one more, because computer's a douche, that's one. I have been having some fun with Ganon, too. Alright, give me a fucking normal stage. No. Oh. I guess this is all the characters, eh? Is it like, what's with the missing spots, though? That's kind of weird. Oh, sure there's a Pig Ganon in this game. Pig Ganon's a fucking man. Alright, I want to watch some Final Fantasy IX speedruns and chillax and take a nap. Ooh, don't want to get hit with that for your first move, douche. All I know is the fucking computer Ganon uses the up air so perfectly, like, every time. I swear it's fucking melee Ganon. Well, I guess I'm melee Ganon for now. Oh, that was kind of a weird upbeat. Come at me, bitch. Sure? Sure? Go for it. Go for it. Oh, we're gonna keep grabbing ledges and hiding. I'll just keep playing like a bitch. See ya. Wow. I don't know what is wrong with this AI. I think they broke it or something. So I wonder what move scares people into me breaking their shields. That one helps. I would be afraid if someone kept spamming that at me. I think anyone would. It didn't have to be good, you just Ganon forward smash. Because I said so. Oh, one mistake dead. Ganon forward. I bet there's been like so many nerd ragers who like get super mad at Ganons and like in this game and Smash 4 and Brawl. I don't even remember if Ganon was in Brawl. I don't remember Brawl. Man's really trying to go and get full combo. Oh, I should have down aired him. That would have been satisfying. I thought he had more lives, bro. Why is Ganon? See what I mean? Like, Ganon's slow as fuck, and I bet if you were up against a good player, it'd be so hard to win with him. But for some reason, he bodies CPUs. You don't even have to do it. You can literally just use the same move with him over and over. But then you actually try with one of your good characters, and the CPU fucking destroys you for no reason. It'll never make sense to me. Fuck, there's so many good characters I can't pick anymore. And I thought I was like done searching for new characters on this game, but now every time I start it up, I always just want to try someone new. I wish Dark Samus was more different from the normal Samus. Samus? I thought it was Samus. I'm saying Samus, man.
3, 2, 1, go!
We got the classic chop kick. Ooh! Okay, so it has like no knockback, but it sets up for combo. Oh shit, how do I let go of that in the air? The air dodge works, but it puts you in air dodge, which is not good. Obviously. If I just knew how the fucking neutral air worked, I would have got him on the first one. Ooh, what the fuck? Does the forward air actually... Is it actually that good? This is one of those characters where you can... You could definitely wave dash. If you knew exactly when it's useful. Ow, dude. Ah! I'm not used to fighting you. Assuming that's what most Samuses would do there. The floatiness of this character just feels so sick for some reason. I wonder why the character spot dodges when they're charging. Imagine a good Samus who just fucking spam that shit at you after they had a lead. Like, that would be so annoying. They just do that. I bet that's what they do. I bet that's all they fucking do, the sweaty Samuses. They get some type of lead with some bullshit. And then in the second they get the lead, they're just doing this over and over. Cycling through their B moves, and then they eventually up B you when you get close. And then when you're weak, they chase you down with that over and over. I almost died because of my controller. Or I'm not used to it. This thing had like a different grab than Samus. Got the Samus returns fucking parry jab. No, not really. Ooh, does that move do a lot of shield damage? No, let me break your shield. Oh, whenever I want to try to break like a shield, the computer always turns it up, dude. It's crazy. Just wanted to break your shield and see what happens. Oh. See ya. This character is pretty good. That's a funny way to charge while you're out there. Ooh! Ah, if he didn't read my inputs and go so low, I could have got him. Ooh, the last hit's money, okay. Maybe this character is more fun than Samus. No, in this game though, Samus is probably good too somehow. Oh, that's another character I like. Alright, one more. I gotta cut it there. I thought there was like another Mewtwo for a second. Oh, who to play though? Do a Sheik, I think. That seems good. A rando character for the last one. Oh, this is one of those games where I'll never be able to decide, like, even my top 3 mains. That's what's annoying. I just like all the characters. The fact that Sheik is this fast, that just makes me like this game. It doesn't even matter that there's no wave dashing, because look how fast this fucking Sheik is, dude. Bouncing fish! I bet you that stock looked a lot like a pro player. But I'm not good though, right? I don't even know how to play this character. I'm like using it like fucking Korean DJ. Back in 2008. No, you would. Why you do that? Okay, I remember. She's got the later killing up air, but it does kill eventually. I guess I don't remember. I don't remember that down air at all. What is the computer doing there? It does everything else normal, and then it just suicides. It didn't want me to get another hit that bad. Oh, if I would have got that back air off, that would have been kind of sick. The computer would hit me, though, and ruin that back air. What's the name for that up smash? I gotta come up with my own name. Pretty sure the Smash community has a good name for it, though. Ooh! Come on, quit countering me, dude. I almost got that nair and a jump up fair, that would have been sick. The Trinity, that's what I'm gonna call it. Oh, the Dynasty, that's what it's called. I don't know why it's called that, because I'm out of the loop, but I like it. Wow, surprised he didn't counter me. Oh man, I didn't want to play another one. Why you gotta do that to me? Okay, I jab and you're gonna ups like that? Doesn't make any sense. Neither does whatever you just did right there. Oh, you won't let me use that move. Ah, I might have forward tilt. As I get better at some of these like fast-paced, close-range engagements, like what moves optimal, I'll be a lot better. I think my movement and my punish game on the box is a lot better than it used to be. And you go up and you chase with the back air no matter what, even if they're gonna air dodge it, you just fucking do it, man. Did I make that back? Or whatever, I want to play more, but I'll save some for another day. That was fun. Yeah, so fuck off if you didn't like my commentary, and much love to everyone else. And this is another episode of Smash Bros. With Mike, your favorite neighborhood nerd. Got a lot of exciting stuff to do. We're moving a comfy chair in the room tomorrow and gonna game up some Final Fantasy 16. Trying to take it a little slower on Fire Emblem Engage so I can savor the taste. Having some good days with my dog. Probably pet him for a couple hours every day. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to watch some Final Fantasy 9 and relax. We'll catch you guys in a few weeks with some commentary. A bunch of videos going up as usual. Fuck the haters and much love to you guys. And fuck the unsubscribers, because that's the cringiest thing you can do to someone is follow them, show your support, and then ditch them randomly when you feel like it. That's something I don't really do. I keep that bare minimum because I think that's cringe. I don't care how many annoying uploads somebody makes. I don't do that to people. Other people do that to people.